How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. Boys, how y'all doing? Welcome back. Hope all of you are doing great. How y'all doing? Welcome. Yo, we got ourselves Catalyst opening tomorrow for NA or Wednesday for EU. Then we also have the XP buff this Thursday, I think it is. It's like, we don't know exactly how much XP we're going to get, but if it's anything like the last Diablo event, it should be like 50%. So you got 50% on top of that. Then you got all the other buffs you can get from like world stuff as well. We'll have a little bit overlap between this event and Darkmoon Fair, which is going to be 10% on top of that, plus all the other buffs. Then there should also be Time Walking event the same week as this buff. Basically means if you're trying to catch up some ults, get a couple of allied races ready to go or whatever, or just trying to get a couple of characters prepped before 10-1, now would be a good time to do it. How you boys all doing? Welcome back. Hope all of you having a good one. I want to finish up some of my ults this evening. I got a handful of characters I still got to do for my vault stuff, just to make sure I can maybe get a couple of tier pieces here and there. With a Catalyst, it should, if I get lucky, one new tier item a week for every one of my ults until I have the full set. That should be pretty good. Time to get a Life Forge leveled. Honestly, yeah, all the other ones that you guys want to level, now would be a pretty good time to do it. Now, they also are adding, what, 10.15 eventually. So right now you do have to do like whatever prerequisites to get any of the allied races unlocked, right? The quest lines or some of the rep, I think they might have removed that, but they're lifting all of it like 10.15 too. I would have loved for them to just be like, yo, 10.15 literally tomorrow. I don't think they will for a good bit. I think they'll make sure to announce it ahead of time, maybe like week after this one, maybe, or next week. I don't even know when we'll do it, honestly, but whenever they do it, I'm sure they would make like proper announcement just so we are aware with all the changes. I don't think they're done changing classes either, but I could be wrong. They're making some like, I mean, a whole new spec is being added, a mega dungeon being added, they're adding a lot more world content, but like all of it works on PTR. So like maybe we'll be getting it a lot earlier than I think. So how are we gonna get them if the quest lines are gone? So the quest lines are not gone, but you just don't need to do the quest lines to unlock them. It'll be like, so I think what you'll need to do is you'll need to be level 40 to start the quest. You know how every single one of them, like once you get a prerequisites, there's a short quest to unlock the allied race, to do a storyline or whatever. It kind of signifies like why the importance of the allied race or whatever. Like the Kultirans, you end up like getting a ship right back up, you build a boat or whatever, and they're like, all right, Kultirans are ready to join Alliance. I think to be able to do that quest to unlock them, you gotta be level 40. That or you just skip the quest and you hit level 40 and you just unlock all of them. I'm not even sure, man. I'm not even sure. I tried to see if I could test it on PTR, but I have to level a character that on PTR, and I was trying to do that for a bit. I was like, some of the quests just weren't working properly. Like getting a character to, because I have all the allied races unlocked, right? So I can't really do the quest line to unlock them. I already have them. I guess I would need to get like another account, get a character like 460, copy them on PTR, like boost, I guess, or whatever. And it was just a whole, like, I wasn't gonna go through all that just to try it. Maybe I could have done that with an, no, I was gonna say, maybe I could have done that on an EU account. But on PTR, my EU account and NA account are like connected. Basically, all of it is just one. So I don't know if that'll, maybe that would have worked. I don't even know, man. But yeah, you still need achievements. I don't think it will. So they make it in 10.15 that you, the only prerequisite is like right now you'll go up to them and there's like a bunch of like lists. Get the achievement, get the rep, be this level, do this quest, whatever. On PTR for all of them, you just get level 40. Get level 40, get level 40, all of them, every single one of them. So they are making it much easier. I mean, I guess if you've been already working on the quest line and you almost got them and you want to level them during the Sanctuary buff, might as well. But yeah, I don't know how much of an overlap we're gonna get with the Sanctuary XP buff and 10.15. May not even overlap at all. It would be wonderful if it did, because it's like, bam, knock them all out of the way, get them all done in a weekend or whatever, or over a week or a couple of weeks, I guess. That would be ideal, but I don't know if we'll be able to do all that. All right, I got a handful of characters I still want to take care of. I don't know if Batuk's around right now or not. I would love to help him, maybe help me get into a 11 on like a Warlock or something. A Warlock doesn't have a lot of gear. Actually, how much gear does my Warlock have? I also have a Druid that's done some LFRs. But that's like the only two characters I haven't done a weekly this week. Or at least like a weekly M+ at the very least. So would love to get like this guy, at least like an M+ out of the way. 401, yeah. I mean, Destro, like just Rain of Fire, right? Can I just do that too? Yeah. I already need my cheeks with somebody, honestly. I got a 412 Paladin. That's pretty good. Let's see if I can Druid get anything done? Because Druid is super behind on everything, man. Like ridiculously behind. You know? I haven't played this guy much at all. Literally the only... By the way, LFR queues were like that. I don't know if that's normal, but I did LFR for 2 or 3 instances available. And I had to wait like at most 5 minutes. It was actually kind of nice. It was like insane. It was like middle of the night too. Oh, and I got a rank 5 weapon. Agility, but I'll get a rank 5 weapon. Because that's actually a really good way to catch up in gear, by the way, is if you have any of the Wupling Flight Stones, convert them into like crafting quests, and that's at least a 408 item. As long as you can get somebody to craft it for you at rank 5, like a homie or whatever, or maybe public order, just chance it, because there's a lot of people out there that will snipe it or make it a rank 2 or rank 3, and they wouldn't even be apologetic about it. It's just like, feels like a waste at that point. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you can get somebody to like an actual crafter to craft it for you at rank 5, that's a 408 item piece here and there, and you could replace a lot of like your lower bids to 408. I was able to craft myself what is it, boots, belt. I decided to do random stats just because I wasn't sure what spec I'm gonna play, so I thought might as well. Gonna call it right down. Frost Mage will come meta. Frost Mage got a lot of damage, man, and it also feels really good to play. Like, that's one of the things that I felt like was a problem with Frost Mage, not even the output. For me, what I care the most about is a cohesive playstyle where things, when you press buttons and things make sense. And I felt like for a good bit that Frost Mage just didn't quite fit in that regard. But right now with the changes they've done, like it feels a lot more natural. It feels like the rotational playstyle, there's a little bit of a rhyme and reason to it, very similar to that of a Paladin. Like there's a very, very specific usage for all these abilities, and it's kind of clear cut with playing it for a little bit. And like the bursts and the combos and all those things, it's very fast paced, which isn't a bad thing, but it's a lot more clear cut. And I don't know, man, I'm just liking it a lot. Okay, so we got a couple of tunes I gotta do. I gotta get my Druid done. I gotta get my Warlock. Warlock, I don't think is gonna be able to get a key done at all, unless I maybe have my Tukes help me out, or SP, or anybody that's actually super geared. I can probably join. I don't think I have good keystone. I could probably do a 10 as a Guardian though. Did we just do Guardian, boys? Did we do Guardian or maybe Resto? Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get into an easy key as a Guardian or Resto. Plus Guardian actually looks so exciting for 1015, man. I cannot wait until I have a passive 20% DR, man. Basically, what is that? A bark skin perma bark skin, man. Just from thrashing enemies a couple of times, slapping a moonfire on there, just passively taking less damage than a demon hunter. You know how demon hunters take like the least amount of magic damage passively, 10% DR or magic damage. You'll just have 20% from everything. It actually is going to be just a sponge. I have a 9 Natharis. We could do 9 Natharis. I was thinking do a 10 maybe. Cause isn't 10? Hold on. Can I get cutoffs for like the gear and stuff? From like the weekly vault stuff? Wildhead, season 2, M+ year rewards. Can I get the yeah, the seasonal rewards? Song is a little slow for me. So end of dungeon rewards. Great Vault, a 9, yeah, a 9 is a 428 and a 10 is a 431, which means it's on a heroic track and it can go all the way to 441. That's the reason why I'd want to do it like at minimum a 10, if possible. If possible, just because it'll give me the best amount of loot out of it. Which was the region wide. I would love to do the keys with him, with the EU and NA. Yeah, honest, you know, they got the cross faction thing to work. They got the cross faction guilds to work. Maybe cross-regional will be a thing one day. I mean, and they already plays with like Australia, and there's already like a little bit of a latency there when the two play together. Imagine the latency between like an A and a U will be kind of roughly similar. It definitely won't be ideal, but it could be really fun. Although I think like titles and stuff and Hall of Fame would be so screwed up. Well, no, Hall of Fame is already cross-world, but like titles and stuff would be really, really difficult to do though if everything was like cross-regional and everything. That would be ridiculous, man. The competition. I guess it is already global, isn't it though? Or is it regional? I might be regional. I'm not even sure. I haven't done my own keys at 11 and 14s with the guild. I've been raiding normal, so never had a guild before, but it's a blast. Yo, once you get into like even like a casual guild that even clears normals, that's like a community that you can do Mythic Pluses with, man. And you can only go from there because now you've got some logs, you've got some experience. And if you want to move up to like a heroic guild or something, there's an opportunity there because now you've been in a guild for a good bit. Like any guild that's worth their salt will look at your logs, we'll look at the data, we'll see how well you do, whatever. And then we'll notice these things on like real guilds will find appreciation and stuff like that. Even when it's just like moving up to like from a normal to heroic guild, which is like a step up, but it's like a solid step either way for you, but also for the guilds that are looking to fill out the roster. As long as it's a good guild then. Because there's, again, guilds that are worth their salt, because there's a lot of them out there that are like, and I'm surprised that they still exist, honestly, but there's some heroic guilds that clear heroics and they think they're hot shit. It's just ridiculous. Like, the toxic environment that you get in those kind of guilds, I was flabbergasted because Mythic was telling me, like, I'm not gonna, I guess, name the guild. I wouldn't even be able to remember the name. There was one that he was like, looking into, they invited him to Discord, they were doing the run, and some of the stories he was telling me, I'm just like, what? People still do that? Huh? Who does that? It's just like, dude, it's just so, there's like a crazy amount of toxicity. And I've seen like some strict guilds like in Mythic progression because it kind of makes sense to a degree. But this one is like, it's just like so serious for heroic progression. It's like way too serious, I guess is the best way to put it. Nicest way to put it. Let's see if I can maybe sign up for like a 10 or something on this thing. I just want to try to see if I can get my weekly out of the way. We'll try Guardian, just because it's been a bit since I played that. I guess 10, 11? I don't really know. Maybe I'll be able to get in. Maybe not. Uldaman. I don't know if KSH thing will fly, but we'll try it, man. We'll try it. Underrod, chill. I don't think it'll take me, but who knows, right? Only 402 item level. Also, hate how it zooms in. There we go. We can have the bear butt up here. That took me. These guys are generous. There was another tank that's like, what, 408 item level? That's higher item level than me. I can totally see them like booting me out and grabbing him. Any second, man. I'm just waiting for it. I'm waiting on it. Where are my flasks at? Hold on. I don't have an elixir. Where is it? Consumables. Flask. I should do this. 5 of them? I should be able to make them, honestly. This guy knows our number list. What else? Buzzing Rune? Howling Rune. Because bears, big haze buff. Are these expensive? No, they're not. For some reason, Buzzing Rune got super expensive the other day. Did not make any sense at all. Hi Dal, what's new? What's up, Sally? Yo, we got a big level buff coming up in a couple of days. Tomorrow, also Creation Catalyst or Revival Catalyst. So you'll be able to catch up and, what is it? Be able to upgrade your gear, normal gear to tier set gear, which should be pretty good. Hopefully. But that's going to be a big catch-ups either way. Is Zune here? Zune is here. Yeah, there's 430 GM and some hero guild. Try calling me. Shadows tried to... It's toxic towards me on my prop warrior 400 I love character. I was rolling the floor down of laughter. Dude, there are some people out there that are super. I get it, like I get you want to get into like all competitive spirit of things and all, right? And maybe they're probably thinking like, oh, well, all these like top end Mythic guilds, like you've seen some Twitch clips and they're like super strict and they're just like yelling at the raiders and it's just like it's kind of funny, but they probably get like the wrong idea of like what's expected out of a GM, I guess. That or maybe they just like to run it like as a tight shift. And that's just how they are, right? That's just their personality or whatever. But it's just like... Wait, Mythic? Okay, we keep running in and out, and like we're trying to figure out what the hell to do. Where's lead? This guy. Is he trying to still like summon somebody? Oh, he's just straight up AFK. Okay, we'll wait on him, I guess. Dude's actually just straight up AFK. I linked my hunter, but I've got orange parts doubling the guy. Auto forward so fast. Honestly, dude. I don't know. It's just there's got to be a reason for stuff like that, right? Send it to Mythic. Okay, it should be good to go. Already know the name, of course. It took in the Wild West, Dallas and feared. Man, everyone knows what's up. I don't know about that. Don't know if I'm that feared. Is this a good bear build, by the way, or is this wrong? Because I'm pretty sure this is just what I ran like last time I was playing a lot of bear. It's been a second though. It's been a hot minute. This is good. Okay, well I can't even tell. Can't even adjust anymore. What do we got? We got rage, we got nature. Okay, we actually got everything. Should be able to go like big gov. The top back claw and Earth Warden. Probably could actually, you're right. I'm gonna need to pick up aggro here. Okay, we're gonna do one of these. Get stunned, because we're really good at this game. Oh yeah, I still have my tier set too, so that's big AoE damage. Let's get him dotted. Can I get an aggro? Okay, a decent bit of aggro. That'll work for now. I feel like if I had a lot more haste, this would feel even better. Roar? Good time it. I think it. Not against all of them. Wait, if they got thorns and I got thorns, how does that work? Is there gonna be like a big loop? I'm just like I thorns, but then they thorns, but then they thorns, and then I thorns, and then they thorns, and it just loops on itself over and over and over and over. Ow. Ow. It's been a bit since I played this. But I'm actually very, very excited about some of the changes. I am wondering if Raise is going to be a viable choice when it's no longer overwriting your malls. I think that could be really, really fun. I'm actually kind of excited to try it out as soon as I can. And also I need the new bear tier set, because the new bear tier set looks like pretty good, honestly. I'm gonna try to see if we can sit on this dagger thrower guy. As we can. Wild cleave? Oh, you guys got cleaved. That's my fault. Heavy arrow. I don't know which way he's going. He's going that way apparently. Gotta hold on to the rest of my CDs for a bit. Just use them for the ads, I guess. Also, this week I gotta make sure to get this place done on a fortified on my rogue, because I've only done this on tyrannical, but if I get fortified done, I have at least 2700 score. Just so behind. Wild cleave, I should be chilling. I didn't even target him honestly with the raises. Heavy arrow, I don't know which way he's going. He's going that way apparently. Beautiful. Is that it? Cool, we're done. Beautiful. Tooth and claw for oh yeah, Earth Warden. Yeah, that's probably a better choice, honestly. That's probably much better. Can I kick this guy and just kind of move him? Or maybe I could do something like this on line of sight maybe? Try to see if I can group them up together a little better. That kind of works. Roar. Beautiful. I forgot just how like crazy Bear is when it comes to keybinds. There's just so much going on all at once. Now the only thing that you should do is take out friends and regen off of the GCD, and then I think it will feel like absolutely fantastic and super reactive. Because having to plan for that definitely during like when you're just completely pressured. That does not feel all that fun. While everything else, like your main ability of what Ironfur doesn't really have a global in at all, and it feels so good to play. What I kind of wanted to do was I've seen some groups is actually take these guys in to give the boss the reckless buff so he takes 20% more damage, even though he does 20% more damage. But that might actually be the play. I want to try that on live. What armor are we on the mage right now? I have no idea. The mage is like I want to say 408-ish or so. Somewhere around there.
Watch your step.
I'm guessing 408. I want to say 408 maybe. That's a big maybe though. Strong maybe. Don't remember. To be honest. I don't remember though. Kind of want him to Bloodlust, honest. Oh wait, hold on. I kind of want him to Bloodlust. So if you let him Bloodlust, he is going to Bloodlust and ramp up all the damage of all his allies and himself. But he also is going to take more damage. So if you can wait, let him Bloodlust, totem him down. He takes more damage because he's Bloodlusted. He takes more damage because of the totem. He just takes a lot more damage in general. Just makes the fight like much quicker in my opinion. I was kind of doing a pug and they did that together. And the damage the Evoker was putting out was kind of nutty. Actually insane damage.
Attack total. Watch your step.
Somebody would kick that guy over there. Bloodlust? Yep, beautiful. So then he almost completed. He almost finished it, dude. This group is ethical. They're just ethical. They're not letting him Bloodlust at all. But if you let him Bloodlust, he just takes a little more damage. What's up, Malik? I hate you, my man. Hope you have a good one. Oh, talking to Jake. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah.
Watch your step.
So Evoker my key. Not my Evoker. No. It's some random Evoker like in a pug. It's like a pug Evoker. I think I was doing this on a DK. Maybe we can just blast him. It wasn't my Evoker. It was some other Evoker though. Oh wait, no, his Bloodlust is different. Never mind. I guess I got it confused. I thought for some reason his Bloodlust was the same one as what the ads do as well. I guess I'm wrong on that. Scratch that completely. Oh, this is gonna hurt, by the way. These two hurt a lot. Same dungeon, 80 to 90k single target. That's pretty decent number. This Evoker was doing like some close to like 150k because of the damage buffs that the boss was taking. It was actually something insane. Kind of ridiculous. Wait, I actually take no damage. It's all physical. I got so much armor. Although the bleed probably doesn't quite work how I think it works. I'm gonna guess. That's insane. Dude, they can do a lot of damage. Like ridiculous amount of damage. Oh, apparently there's a skip here, by the way. I'm going to show you guys where the skip is. When we get to the final boss room, there's a skippy you can do. I learned of the skippy literally in that same Evoker dungeon where the dude was popping off. But apparently you can do the skip like at the very end. You have those two dudes at the front and they do that haze buff thing and the dot thing. And you can just skip around it. I did the skip. Okay, yeah, I just learned about it, man. I've just learned about the skip. I had no idea that was a thing. No clue at all. Oh, that was it? That was all the stuns? Okay. For some reason I thought there was gonna be more. Do I have a stun? I don't have a stun, do I? No, I don't have a stun. We'll get this done. Huh? Okay, someone's gonna have to stun him. Bash? Do I have a bash? I don't have a bash. Hurdy. Big hurdy. Yeah, that guy with a dot is basically dead. Oh, I'm dead. He's immune to CC for like a good bit now. So this is gonna be kind of pain. I can't even, don't even want to run him through them, do I? Or do I? His buff is about to fade. Okay, so we got that. Right, run through. Beautiful. Okay, so I guess now we just like reset him. Come through here. He's just dead. Doesn't even matter. I probably should have just held on to Heart of the Wild though. Probably shouldn't have used that as fast as I did there. Pick. Hopefully you can just run him over. Waddle him. Waddle through all of you. Wall this. Got all of you. Reflect up. Okay, we should be good. As long as no one like is in front of where I'm at, and then nobody eats their frontals, we should be good. You run cubes with yours? Of course. Always, man. Always. Always. I'm just gonna have to dispel that man's. Somebody got him. Hey, I was gonna say for a second, like 3 shamans. I just realized what the group is. 3 shamans. I don't have a decurse though. I probably should have grabbed the decurse. Honestly, I feel like it's worth just grabbing it, just no matter the situation. Some dungeons you don't really need it. But yeah, I try to get as many keys done as I can with homies and whatnot. You guys are more than welcome to join. Always more than welcome. Usually it's me trying to get like a easy run, someone to carry me. But if I'm in a position where I can carry, I usually try to get homies in. Middle minor level, I don't really have like any kind of setup. I get like if it's my main, if it's like a higher item level character, and I can help out, I try to help out when I can, you know. Don't really have like a minimum or anything like that. That's silence from Hunters, by the way. I almost never see people use that besides Mythic Plus. I keep forgetting that's like a utility. I like it though. Just I feel like it just doesn't get a lot of play. Like here it would have been great to just have a poison decurse. Or poison removal plus decurse. You know what I mean? Time it? Okay, got all of them. Oh, I love it, dude. I love just being able to time like a good AoE CC. Just to stop mobs from like, just to get all the casts at once. There's something satisfying about it. It literally just tickles the back of my mind. You play better with or without music. Do I play better with or without music? I almost always game with music on. But sometimes I do turn it off, like if I'm raiding, for example. There'll only be moments where I'm just gonna turn everything off. Is it easier to do this in the corner, by the way, or is it harder? Maybe to some degree easier. Do I ever get targeted by the orbs? Maybe not. I guess I don't get targeted by those. Oh, they want to be over there? Okay, we can try, but I'm pretty sure the line is going to be kind of where these guys are. Oh, yeah, that's the line. Yep, found the line. Watch out. I uninstalled Watch Today. Friends dragged me in on it for the first month, and the game's hella depressing. Ah, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. They got a big update, though. They got, what, Season 5 patch notes, bunch of new stuff announced in the Xbox, what is it? The showcase, I guess. There's actually a lot of games announced in the Xbox showcase, and a lot of them I'm like, I actually want to play that. And then they announce another one, I'm like, I actually want to play that. And I'm like, I actually want to play a lot of these, dude. I actually want to play a ton of these. I didn't realize I'd like be so into it. And a lot of them come to Game Pass. Honestly, there may be like a good time to like, at some point, I think in September, to get Game Pass so you can just play everything. I definitely want to play Starfield. I want to see what Todd Howard got cooked up. I'm expecting them to be broken, janky, but also glorious at the same time. Wholeheartedly. You prefer PvE content over PvP? I don't really know. I kind of do everything. I used to be a big PvP only kind of guy, but then a friend of mine got me into Mythic Plus dungeons, and then I started doing raiding a little bit more, like, not, I guess you can't really be competitive raiding, right? Unless you go for like world first, maybe. But I've been doing like more serious raiding, Mythic progression. This season we're trying to go for a bit of that Hall of Fame. Might actually be able to do it. We'll see how we do. It all depends, like, if we could just pull it together by the end of the season or whatever. But I don't know. I think as soon as the raid is over, I'm probably gonna have a lot more time to just do a lot more PvP stuff. I've been slacking on it compared to like the first season. I've been slacking because we've been going for the Hall of Fame. So for me, that's kind of been my prerogative for a good bit. Let's see if I can waddle over, roar him, get him over here. But yeah, I try to do everything, man. Because we still host our duels, and I love duels. It's literally my favorite part of the week. You know, it's just I just don't have the time for literally everything. I just don't have the time to do everything all at once, all at the same time. You know what I mean? There's only so many hours in a day. Watch anime, Dale? You know what? I used to a lot in college. Only recently did I decide to. What is it? I forgot why I got Netflix for like a month. I was just deciding, you know what? F it. Let's just give it a go. Because usually Netflix doesn't really have anything that like really gets me into it. But I completely missed out on the Cyberpunk anime thing they did for what's that studio? Oh, Shaman, you're gonna die. Trigger. So good. I love Studio Trigger. They're really good. And then the Cyberpunk thing was insane. I was actually very surprised and depressed by the end of it. So then I decided to keep watching on Netflix. Demon Slayer was on there, but only some of the seasons. Castlevania, so I watched that. And now I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna give Crunchyroll like 14 days free membership just to explore the catalog. Because it's kind of like, what is it, took a couple of days break recently from like the regular stuff I do. And instead of like sitting up till 10 in the morning, 8 in the morning, working and get another big project or whatever, I decided I'm just gonna chill. But it's like now I just have so much free time. It's like I think the break is good for me, but I just don't really know what to do. Decided to reach out to Crunchyroll just to give a couple of catalogs ago. It's been a good bit. I used to be really big into like daily watch something on anime based, right? Daily. But it's back in college. Doing like any free time that I had. Since college, I kind of just like really downclocked on it. Very much downclocked on it. I'm giving it a go again. Vinland Saga. Okay, I haven't seen Vinland Saga, I don't think. I have to take a look at it. DKs are having a rough, was bad at PvP. Dude, it's actually just if you're melee in PvP right now, it's kind of rough, but yeah, DK is a little rough. Okay, I can just wait. I could just wait. I mean, Shaman is a Shaman, right? Usually, I should have gotten like, wait, I do have innovate. What am I doing? Hold on, next go. Good, okay. Next go. I should just innovate the Shaman. I just need to target him for like 2 seconds. Toss him down, innovate, we'll be good to go. Trying to walk over, but it just doesn't let me. Please, just want to grab that guy. Pull him around the corner here. How often should I innovate the guy? Just send it maybe? Maybe like if it's a big trash bag, just send it insta. I want to see if these guys know the skip. Because we'll get these guys, we'll get the whelplings. And we should be good, I think. Okay, whelps. And we're gonna give him innovate. Go for as much damage as possible. Is it gonna percent? Or are we gonna be? Okay, they're probably, are they aware of the skip? Do they know the skip? They don't know the skip. They're getting ready to like fight stuff. Look at this skip, man. It's so goober. Wait, I guess we could go here, yeah? Just go around. Yeah, that doesn't even get close to them. That is so funny, man. What is this skip? It is so weird. I hate it too, man. Insane skip. I mean, I guess it's pretty easy, eh? But man, I hate this thing. Reload, open as Outlaw, Rogue, and all fire. It's a pop 5 bonus dice. Dude, yeah. I rarely have that happen anymore. Like in the opener, have the dice pop up as a 5 buff. At this point, like with Keep It Rolling, I just roll into a 5 buff, basically in like the opener. At this point, I don't even need the RNG. My opener almost always has 5 buffs. There are moments where it doesn't happen, but like getting a 5 buff is off the bat, and then usually Keep It Rolling a little bit later. Oh, and one time I had it where I got 5 buff, and it changed into another 5 buff right after. Like a full 5 buff into a full 5 buff. So 5 buff, I extended it, and then later I got another 5 buff right after. It was so good. Actually insane. Like, talk about lucky.
Defensive. Knocking back.
Try to see if I can waddle them out of there, because we just got no space. Here we go. The homies should have a little bit more space now, I think. Oh, now we have less space. Okay, we're just gonna waddle you some more.
Knocking back.
Okay, we're gonna waddle them some more. Just to make sure the homies actually have decent space, but... Okay, come on. Okay, he's doing this thing.
Defensive. Knocking back.
This guy's so much more fun over on PTR, by the way, with a new dungeon. Like, it's very, very similar mechanics, but I love the whole, like, the tier drop thing that you gotta, like, stand under to slow it down, so you just let one go, but the other you kind of slow it down or whatever. I like that. I wonder if that'll change much. Because it felt kind of confusing at first when we did it. Alright, easy done, boys. Easy done. GG's. Didn't get much out of it, but hopefully we'll get something from the Great Vault. Because I got the LFR done, I got a couple of those, and I got the Great Vault, so maybe there'll be at least, like, what? 3 pieces of tier, maybe? A chance at 3 pieces? Hopefully. Yeah, like at least 3. It's gonna be LFR, but it's not amazing. Chainmail, I'm good. And I got, like, what a Warlock that I need to do. Is Mythic around, is my question. That actually went so fast. I think I have time for, like, a bunch of keys, man. Could you help me with a 44 Naltharis? With a, yeah, sure. Not against it whatsoever. Vinland Saga. Let me actually write in Vinland Saga over here. Vinland Saga, just so I can, like, peep it. Because I got at least, what, 14 days. I don't even know if I really want to be subscribed for that long, but, like, maybe. But I don't know. We'll see, though. We'll see. All right, what other character I got? Without Mythic, I don't know if I'll be able to really get a decent key done. Because all these characters got a key done. Mage done. Mage done? Did the mage get one? Hold on, actually. I'm not even sure. I'm gonna double check the mage. Look at General Impossible. I'm dead. Looks like a pickle. I see it, actually. I see it. Yeah, this is gonna get 2. Not a high-end keys, but it's okay. I do need a Warlock done, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get into a decent key at all unless Mythic's around. Let me double check. Let me see if he's doing stuff. Brack Hollow made me quit Mythic Plus. Really? Bracket Hide Hollow? No way, dude. Yeah, that was actually not that bad of a key. Okay, Mythic's not around. Maybe he's at work right now. But that was not that bad of a key, honestly. Come take free sin. Okay, yeah, I could do that, I guess, Shane. I'll be down for it, my guy. Like, how long? Like 20 minutes? Because if we got 20, I'll probably get like a key done on my rogue, maybe. Get like another 20 or something done. Yeah, perfectly fine with me, Shane. How you doing, by the way, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. I'm a 14-month warrior. Well, I guess we could do that. I just say like an 11 or something. Just I'm not gonna be picky. Just something that's a decent key that maybe can turn into tier. You know, again, not picky whatsoever. Run one. Okay, I'll run one real quick. We'll get the rogue done, boys. Let's get like a real key done, man. Like an actual key. It's been a good bit. Let's stretch some out legs because we got a raid tonight too. So if I could practice, that'll be helpful. 20 to like 22? I don't know. What can we do? Like this an upgrade. Probably a good freehold, man. 21 freehold maybe? Okay, I don't want to have enough in order to be able to get all my what is it, PvE stuff or dungeons vaults unlocked. There's like a 21. I mean, I'll sign up for a 20 to freehold. It's not that, it feels like a 21. It might as well feel like a 19. Plus it's tyrannical, which I actually do quite a bit of damage in tyrannical too. Fast vortex. Do I have a vortex in 20? I do. Not a tyrannical vortex actually. So we could do a vortex 20. Because that'll be score. Like a little bit. Like 50 points to score. That's actually not bad. I really need an Uldaman fortify 20. And that'll be set. I guess an Atharian's layer 2. Halls of Infusion. I can still upgrade that. There's actually quite a few keys I could upgrade then, huh? Halls. So like a good freehold. Halls. Bracken height? Do I have a 21 brack? I don't. We could do brack. Like as long as we can live past the first boss, we'll be okay. I guess I'll sign up for a couple of those. See what happens. Bloodlust on Forge. That's not me. That or we just do just like a 20 freehold. Because I don't really need gear anymore. Not necessarily. I mean, maybe I'll need crest once 10.15 comes out, but I don't really know when that's gonna happen. Uldaman 22. I mean, I'll sign up, but I don't think I'll get in. Who knows? Got a couple choices. I'm doing good. How about you? I'm doing pretty good, man. Gives me time to get my drink and let the pops out. Sounds good. Yeah, I'm chilling, man. I'm having a good time, honestly. I'm waiting until tomorrow. I got a project I'll be working on tonight. We got a raid tonight. Not streaming it, but we're going to be doing, I think, a little bit of pulls on Sarkareth. So then when we come back Tuesday, we should be able to at least be like warmed up. And seeing Sarkareth as he's supposed to be played. I'm kind of glad we killed... What's his face? Echo. I'm sad I couldn't stream the kill, but it was a blender, man. It was rough trying to kill that guy. It was rough. We had so many attempts. Way over time in it. It's actually kind of sad, honestly. It's actually kind of sad. It was like, okay, we're like 30 minutes, 40 minutes over. Final pull of the night. No one wanted to go home. No one wanted to just be done. What is this group? Okay, actually, that could work. Hold on. I was thinking like enhance. Okay. Feral? Balance. I was gonna say like the first set of dudes we're gonna be fighting. Those guys are gonna be kind of rough, aren't they? Because I got this two dudes out front. Oh no, there's got one dude and then two dudes on a bridge, and both of them have like a what is it? A shield mechanic. I wonder if any one of these guys got the what's it? These guys got a what profession is it? So back in Cataclysm, they had a couple of profession quests or profession buffs that you could get for the dungeon run, right? Like if you talk to not this guy, but it was like some items that you could click on, and if you were a sort of profession and proficient at that profession, you could get a buff while you're inside of this Cataclysm dungeon. Everybody in the group got a buff. And somebody figured out like a way to apply the buff for this place for Vortex to make it a little easier. I don't remember what the buff for Vortex is because I only remember like running Cataclysm dungeons on normal heroic. Sometimes people had buffs, but not always. So it's kind of like a 50-50, honestly. But yeah, I don't remember what it is. But you can buff yourself somehow. Let's pull. Okay, we could do that. So this guy's the one we want to be focusing on as soon as possible. So he's just going to be there doing this thing. Are we double? I want to see if I can cloak it. I haven't actually tried. Yes, you can. But he's super annoying with that knockup. It's actually the worst. Oh no, we got double. Oh, I mean, I guess it makes sense, but only Boomkin can hit him. And only when he's not facing them. Because they have that shield mechanic and the knockup is the worst. The knockup is terrible. Shield is not too bad. Like, if you can, like, move him off to the side, like... Oh, no! Sanguine! Oh, this is the worst. Okay, well, maybe keep him low. So we don't have to, like, completely redo all our progress on him. Oh my god, I hate this mechanic. Like, maybe I can feint and just shadow step again. Okay, I need to, like, get around him. Oh my god. This part is, like, gonna be infuriating at first, but it's gonna get better. It only gets better from here. There is one more spot where you have one more of these guys, and there's a bunch of caster mobs. Honestly, the caster mobs are probably a lot more terrifying than that guy is in that situation. Okay, that was actually kind of clean. I guess it is tyrannical. I don't have a lot of life to him. But this is so annoying in 40 fight. It is literally the worst pull ever. Good damage outlaw. It's alright. Like, it's definitely on the lower end, I feel like. I think the ambush build is maybe a little more consistent. I kind of like keep it rolling though. Like, it's just... I get used to it at this point. Just like the old school outlaw playstyle. Plus, buff-wise, it feels pretty fantastic too. I feel like I'm just swimming in buffs all the time. If I could roll like the lucky ones. I need like a knock-up. Good. We need the boomkin thing. What's it called? The beam. Or grip. I guess grip works too. Not that. Not that kind of grip though. He's trying his best. He's trying to move him. He's trying to waddle him when he can. Kind of position when these mobs do charge to us. Or charge to the tank that don't run through Sanguine. The shaman. Popping off, man. Yeah, I had pretty bad buffs there. This is the one that's like the guy is gonna be doing the shields or whatever, or the knockups or whatever. That's gonna be the one. Ow. Actually, gonna stun him here. Solar beam, beautiful. And I guess we gotta get the other guy then. That's gonna be a bit of pain. Kick him. His movement though. God, he's just bathing in sanguine. That is the best. Oh, love it. Okay. The other guy should be pretty easy to do. Yeah, my damage is a little bit lower as you can see. Wait, can I just live this? I can technically live it a shadow step and just make the healer heal, but I don't think it's worth. I don't think it's worth. Also, this first boss, I'm really bad at doing this one. Ridiculously bad at this one. So wish me luck, boys. Are they your main? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I usually try to play Outlaw if I can help it. It's actually not that bad in raids, like in single target, it's actually not that bad of a spec right now. Seeing quite a bit of play at the moment. I should have just not rolled it. That was unfortunate.
AOE incoming.
I think I'm just trying to like use my cooldowns in a weird way where I just need to keep them on cooldown. Ah! Hi. That was pain. So those mobs are really annoying. If you're not looking at them, they try to sneak up on you and try to do this like AoE zap. That's the entire party. It's very, very fun. Very fun. So when you're doing this boss, you gotta make sure that you're like spread. And you have like all the corners covered. Because if you're looking at them, they don't attack you. If you're not looking at them, they like to hit you in the back. They're like a rogue. But like if an elemental shaman could be a rogue. Basically. So when you're doing the boss, you kind of want to be spread all over the place, so then you're kind of looking in all directions. Although I feel like they were a lot more responsive in Cataclysm, like actual Kata. Aldo is the best out of the two specs for PvE right now. It is one of the better ones, surprisingly. Normally it's only good like a PvE, AoE spec, but it's actually like one of the better rating specs even at the moment. Normally it's not that good. Normally it's just like an M+ spec. But right now it's like one of the better rating specs. Especially now that we know that Extinguent is kind of bugged for assassination rogues. It puts Outlaw like a little bit ahead of Assass. Just by a hair. But mostly in terms of like being able to do boss damage while cleaving onto ads for free. That's like the biggest advantage of it. At least at the moment. I just gotta trust the druid, I think. Can I get a good buff? Good buff, maybe? Yeah, good buff. I can work with that. Like, look, 100k DPS on this guy. So I don't need to sacrifice my AoE build or single target build or whatever to be able to do, like, decent boss damage, as long as I play it properly. Like, keeping things on cooldown. Shaman? Yeah, he's back. He's gonna die. Unless he gets an actual heal, like, he's dead. Poor guy. This healer actually having to heal us. They made me heal. I just wanted to damage. By the way, their damage is gonna go up by like 15% in 10.15. Rest of Shaman. It's like, wait, Rest of Shaman doing more damage? Yeah, they're just trying to make him like not be forced to play into Nature's Vigil, where their heals will like also damage a nearby enemy. So if you just want to go like a cat build or like a Boomy Moonfire hybrid build, you could. Okay, that tank dead? Or we're all dead. Pop a sip pick up. That's about all I can do for you. Res, tank. He did. Oh, he did. He definitely did. Do we even need a tank for this boss actually? Does he auto attack ever? Because tanks are only good for like autos. But this boss only casts. Oh, no, okay, yes, he does do some melees. He does melee. Oh god. Please buff. Good buff, good buff, good buff. Alright, I'll take it. Dude, that's what I love about Outlaw right now. It's just why for some reason does a lot of single target damage. Makes no sense at all. But in tyrannical weeks we slap. It's just we get like a lot of what Outlaw's really good at right now is focusing on a single target. And then cleaving some for free. But you're not gonna do great damage to those secondary targets, but you're doing it for free. You're not having to sacrifice any of it. Like the primary target is gonna get smacked. Like super hard. Every other target gets hit by a little bit. That's about it right now. So I'll say, what is it? A little bit of an unfortunate situation when it comes to Outlaw. It used to be like a giga AoE spec. Like kind of okay, but usually poor single target. Now it's a flip. It's just how tier set in the build that we're going for right now. But I kind of love it, honestly. It's just like, it's just so weird. I'm doing something that I'm usually not great at. So I kind of find like fun in that. You know? And on raids, I think it helps us out a lot because raid single target damage is very important. Like Echo Notharis, yeah, there's a lot of ads on the third phase, but you really need that boss damage. Like, you know, that's the only part that really matters. Like, realistically. Yeah, decent buffs. I can work with this. Want to be able to AoE. Like right now we have all these other ads on the side, right? You kind of want to be able to hit them as well. But like you don't really need to focus them. The big guy really got to be the one going down. We got a kicks or whatever and we're chilling. Where's the guy? We could stun him at least. Is he healing from it? He may be a little. Oh, he's definitely healing Sanguine. But look, the dragon is the important part. And I can hit that real hard. Everything is just like a side. But there are a lot of like in dungeons you do kind of want to cleave things evenly, so that's where Outlaw kind of sucks at. And honestly, you probably want to play. Are we doing left side? No, we're not. That means we do double spark? Really? I guess we have a Death Knight. Hey, that bar below the character. You don't like it? I like it for the buffs, so I can like track him a lot easier. I find that thing very, very useful. It's very similar to like weak auras. But it's not quite a weak aura. Hope you don't mind me using it though. It just helps me a lot. Just makes it easier for me just to peep down like, which buffs I got. I'm good. Because they do show up like a lot of good info on there. I don't really even use it for like the health bar. Like if I could remove the health bar and just skip the buffs down there, I'll probably do that if I could. Probably like a weak aura or like an add-on you could use maybe to remove that, or like a script. I wouldn't be surprised if there was one. But yeah, it helps me a lot. How are you? What's up, Sai? How you doing, my man? Hope you have a good one. I'm doing great. Getting my weeklies out of the way. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'll try to AoE these guys the best I can. I guess I'll focus one. I don't know about the guys that got the Vapor form. That may be a little rough, honestly. Can I get good buffs? Blizzard, please. I love the mobility of the group, or like the knockbacks and stuff. Are we Skippy, or are we doing... He's doing it. What a madman. I guess this way we can skip the sparks then, yeah? I guess, yeah. I'm gonna guess yes. I want to cloak. I want cloak. I'll cloak it. I will cloak it. Everybody else gotta pop defenses. I just do nothing. Dude is probably like, oh, I love this rogue. I don't have to heal him at all. Yes! Although I wonder if, like, with the augmentation evoker, if, like, you're gonna need to really heal too many people. Just because the evoker will be buffing you healing anyway. You know? I have a weak aura for trinkets when I see him pop up and go all out. Yeah, some trinkets, I can totally see why people use, like, weak auras for, like, trinkets and stuff. Because some do have, like, a tracker thing to it, like a number that you're waiting for, or, like, a proc effect or whatever. And there are some proc abilities and proc passives, like, talented abilities, too, that are really, really bad at the whole, like, showing up on your screen, and they're really difficult to read. Like, Mage has quite a lot of those. So I totally understand people that use weak aura for that. I personally don't like to use a lot of weak auras. I like to keep my UI mostly like clean, very kind of minimalistic to a degree. Just personal preference, I guess. Call it that. Well, these guys are just bathing though. Oh no. Good knock. Well, the boss fight will go fast because we don't have too much time. I think we're in Pays though, aren't we? I just don't do those plays that often. Although the haze buff here, is it actually gonna help me? Because I do have a lot of these like procs and stuff. I don't think they scale with haste anymore. Mana? It's chilling. It's chilling. Okay, which way the wind's going? Behind the boss. I should go to cloak of this first one. Try to see if I can get a good roll. Good buffs. Oh, look at the 5 buffs. Rolled into 5 buffs. Love it. Get upwind. Did it. We should be chilling for a good bit. Sure, the ones go in. Still this way? There they are. We're okay. Okay, we're chilling for now. Just a hope. Can I beat this Boomy in DPS? Maybe. Trying to. I gotta roll our butts maybe. Don't have a cloak for a bit, but we can knock up. Maybe early? I think I'll be okay. Almost beat him in DPS. Maybe? Can I do it? We're doing it. At least until he has cooldowns back up. Pop a Pacific up. Let's keep myself healthy. I guess that kind of works. I shot a sib the guy. I guess I could have been doing that this entire time. I'm gonna cloak this. Just taking a lot of damage. Easy for the healer. Yeah. I mean, if I can do this kind of damage on the final boss, then I think we'll be golden. Because that the guy hurts. I'm also gonna have to save all of my trinkets for the ad, because that thing also hurts a lot. So if you get hit for 1.3 million of frost, only 1 mil is fire. Same as that gear and crit. I think it's maybe someone scales off of fire different or frost differently, like a damage buff or something. I guess it depends what kind of like setup you're running, right? What kind of build you're going for. There's a Caliph guy. I want to see if I can interrupt him. Because Caliphs are usually pretty annoying with that rally ability. Most people are focused on, what is it, the healer guy? But almost never on Caliphs. I guess my question now is, do we have enough percent in order to skip the sparks? Like the first set? There's another one set in front of the boss. I'm pretty sure you can't skip that. But the first one, usually people kind of go around it. Oh. I hate how they just keep charging back and they're just always going to Sanguine. That is the worst. Yeah, my damage is kind of all over the place, man. Bosses, slapping. That, like, 4 targets, I'm just kind of like, not really. I'm not running the 4 set. That's the only thing that I can think of that buzz the damage. Oh, maybe, yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure then. Do you have like that one where flurry? I don't think you do you? No, that's not even a thing until 10.15, is it? Keys, what's up, Parth? How you doing, my man? Hope you having a good one. We did my DK, or my druid earlier already. So now we're on the rogue for a bit. Is there Caliph here? I hope not. How do I not reroll any good buffs there? What is this? Okay, that's toxic. That's toxic. Just how to not roll any good buffs there in that dance. I'm just ambushing like a maniac. Just nothing. Actually, just nothing. That's tragic.
Find shelter.
I can just cloak. Okay, I guess that works too. I didn't realize you could just cloak and he'll just not do anything. Oh, he like breaks. Like, doesn't cast anything for a good bit. Okay. Oh, for some reason that did damage. No idea. Are we doing this? We're doing this. Okay. What are we skipping then? I like how you can put a bomb in these things. They're just floating around. So what are we skipping? Are we skipping that then? We might be skipping that last pack. That might be the play. That might be what we're doing. I actually got a kid to shot this thing just to CC it. Because I know that there's going to be a lot of things to interrupt here. A lot. I guess we do have a boomkin, don't we? Or did we skip the last set of sparks? I don't even know. Kick him just so he can move. Move, move, ah. Did we get the Caliphs? No, we didn't get the rally. That's unfortunate. So these guys will rally them. Do they get like a... Okay, so it is like the warrior rally where they get like a temporary bit of health, but it does fade away after a while. I was wondering, like, is it a rally like druids have this rally, or like that's prayer, for example, right? It's a rally that gives you temporary health, but also heals you, and when it disappears, you just lose the maximum health, but like your still health percentage is about the same. I think it's closer to like the warrior rally. Maybe. Are we skipping? Are we doing this? What are we skipping? Did we just like... we like skip some crazy amount of stuff earlier? Need to find a Caliph here. That's Caliph. Okay, we can do this guy. Kick him. Okay, I can't get the other rally. I can get that one though. I shouldn't have plugged that. Oh god, tank, please. Oh god. Okay, what I could do is maybe grab this guy, stun him for a second, give him maybe a breather. Maybe that'll give him a breather. Take the rally. Hopefully tank lives. Second rally's going out, can't really stop it. Which is big unfortunate. Yeah, I guess I gotta sit here. Ow, 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 ow. Do I have a heal? I don't. She death? At least I got that. Did I stun them? I just want to stun these guys once in a while, just to give a tank like a breather. I think it's probably like a good move. Take that rally just so they don't get bonus healing, bonus health. Other rally's gotta go through, which sucks. Silence, beautiful. That guy's gonna die. Get this final Caliph, and this guy's just bathing in it. Oh my god, you're so toxic. Okay, I mean, we got plenty of time to do the boss. Like, if we wipe, it's probably done. The run is done. But if you don't wipe, we might be okay. At least we got a druid as a healer. That kind of nuts right now. Like, I trust him. Oh god, please no! Ah! Do you have any mortal strikes at all? I guess me with the wound poison there, yeah? That's not fast enough to swap over. Can I reach him from here? No, I can't. Can I inch? Ooh, 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 ooh. Love acrobatic strikes. I believe. We'll try, we'll try, we'll try. I would be surprised if this guy does not give us like 6% here. Because then that's the question of like, what the hell did we skip? What did we not do? Ah! Here's like 1%! That big guy? Okay. I don't know if the healer needs mana. He may need mana. Yeah, may need mana. Missing a mob? I don't know how. We gotta kill this boss real quick then. If that's the case. No, we don't. We're not. This shaman was like, missing a mob? No. Nope. I guess he was asking the question, are we missing one? Go! I got buffs. Probably shouldn't have extended them. Oh yeah, this guy mana, I forgot. Yeah, 51. Okay, well maybe I'll get some value, right? I'm gonna use my trinkets on the ad. First ad, I'm trinketing. Otherwise, we're just... Okay, I probably shouldn't have done that. Because I feel like the ad is gonna come up in the first 10 seconds. He might not, actually. Where's the ad gonna spawn? Okay, ad is spawning. Big blaster. Got a lot of damage to it. Okay. Jumpers. Okay, as long as the healer can like heal us through that, we'll be okay. As long as he can do it, like we'll be alright. That's like the only hard part of this place. That static link is literally gonna kill us if we don't jump it. That gets us, we get so low. And the only way we can really live this, I think, is just avoiding that every single time. We get another ad here in a bit. Yeah, here it goes. Or cloak that. Somebody pop something for it. Okay, so far so good. What do we have cooldowns wise? Not a lot. That's a bomb item, I guess. I don't even know if it's worth tossing bombs. Maybe just saving for the ads, honestly. Okay, we can maybe get some real solid buffs in here, though. Nice. These buffs we can work with. We're gonna be doing static link here in a bit. I know he is. There he goes. Okay, healer's got us at least. Healer's got us. We get kind of low, but we're navigating while low health. We're doing okay. Oh, ad spawned right on us. Perfect. Okay, perfect. I just gotta watch that timer for the jump. That's like the most important part. I got a trinket, real trinket coming back up in a bit. So we'll have that. What do we have here? Why is he walking? That was so weird. Why was he walking? Oh god. I was thinking Z-axis might screw me over there. Okay, I need to make sure I don't send a grenade right now. No grenades for a good bit. Just don't send a grenade. To make sure I have my trinket ready. Okay. Yeah, that dealt with it so easily. So quick, so easy. If you send those trinkets on that ad every single time, if anybody has one, they just dumpster them. Here we go. Did I really not have this place unlocked? I guess I didn't have a score for this place. Now I do. Oh yeah. GG's. Anybody get anything good? Like there's a neck, there's a cloak, there's a neck. Oh! Do you need... Hold on, do you need neck? That's actually a little better for me because it's got a lot more Versa. Less crit, more Versa. Maybe it'll be better. This guy wants to give. I'm gonna sim it. Oh. Yeah. TY. Thank you. Appreciate you. What key do I have? How did I do, by the way? Hey, top. Somehow. Somehow. I am surprised. What key do I have? I have Vortex. I'm gonna reroll it. Swap it. Give me free hold. Bracket height? Okay. Bracket height is not bad. This movie is like, yo, what key you wanna do? Or maybe my thing just announced I got Brack. Oh, mine. Damn, those crits, music to the beat, dude. Yeah, honestly. Did I crit a lot with my trinket? I don't even know for that boss. I wasn't paying attention. I was just paying attention to the ads, cooldowns, and timing that jump. I didn't care about my damage at that point. I should have also ran. Oh, I keep doing this. I run the Frosty ring, which is my single target ring, not the Stormy one, which is better for AoE, but also decent single target. This is like pure raid. This actually hits for quite a lot, you know, like that's pretty good. 11 million my damage. The Dragon Bomb Dispenser I'm starting to think is not as good of a trinket in AoE. Like it's a good single target. And it procs my ring, which is kind of why I need a lot of fire damage. But like RPPM, I mean, I guess it procs. I guess it's doing stuff. You know? I guess. It's about the same as Shadowflame Wreath, but like, yeah. Yeah, I definitely should have ran like the different ring. That would have given let me squeak out a little bit more damage. That was fun. Is my man Mythic around, or is he doing some Diablo stuff? Let me double check. Let me actually whisper him. Hey, wanna help my Warlock get one key done real quick before reset? Wait, that's Moxie. That's not Mythic. Oh, Mythic. Where's Mythic? Oh, it's still not on. For some reason, I read Moxie's Mythic. I can't read. Literally can't read. Okay, never mind. Bomb aren't really good for M+, sadly, even on Tyrannical weeks. Yeah, Bomb I don't think is good in general, really. Like, there's some hunters that have been trying other trinkets. Bomb technically sims the best, but... Let me see if I can look at Blood Mallet. But some hunters started playing outside of the bomb. Even though it seems really good, they're like starting to use other trinkets from dungeons, and then noticing that the damage of them is generally higher than the bomb. Because like, bomb is best single target. Dragonfire bomb, beacon. Dragonfire bomb is over a beacon for whatever reason. But if you go like 5, patchwork. Storm Meter's boon is still really good. Apparently bomb is still on there. Call suffering. But like, is it for hunters? It's because hunters like guildies of mine are not even using it anymore. Like, is this single target? Oh yeah, they're not even running bomb anymore. So I guess for them it's like the sims are a little different. Is it marksman then that have bomb? Yeah, marksman. Okay, so marksman had the chromatic essence bronze and bomb, but like, I think somebody was running the Araxis spike tongue and was actually doing more damage in the raid. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody said like they think that bomb is maybe over simming some way somehow. Like, I need to take a look at the 100 Discord to find what Tass and you were talking about it, but they were talking about that with Dispo. 3 hunters talking about 300 things, and I just overheard them talking about how bomb is actually kind of a bad trinket, and there's so many other good options. Pick me up, I gotcha. Okay, sounds good. Yeah. Warlock. What's the best spec of Warlock right now for dungeons? Like, which spec can I just go in and slam? Duster, right? Because I'm gonna do like no damage. Looks like Duster is the choice then. Although I don't have my Raging Demon Fire, I don't know if it should just... Jake, I don't have my tier set. Is this town build fine, or do I change something here? Real quick, I don't have my tier. I have the old tier. Is this one okay? Is this what I'm running right now fine for like M+? Or should I adjust it? Help me. I sent you a message to disk. Okay. Let me see if I can get you. Hey, wait. Can I just do... Does that work? Target unfriendly? Okay, what we'll have to do is we'll have to do like LFG or something. It's fine. I personally like to play Havoc, not gonna lie. Havoc Demon Hunter or like Havoc... You mean over like Mayhem? No, Havoc, sorry, the green balls one, my bad. Oh. Green balls. Demon Fire? Is that what you mean? Demon Fire is a lot better once you get the tier set. I think. Maybe it's good now? I have no idea. Okay. Let's do this. Yo, I'm gonna do this. Just so I can get you in here, Shane. Let's do it like this. I'm just gonna list it as a bracket not hollow. I'll just call it Dal. I'll just call it Dal. So if you search up Dal, you should be able to join the group. Because we are of the opposite faction. So we could hop together, and then maybe we can either join like a 10 or 11. Because I don't want to do like, I don't want to like be a bother. I just want to get a weekly, but like maybe a decent weekly, maybe tier, you know. Maybe. We'll just do like a quickie. Yo, Mythic, you want to join us? Yo, I want to get a quick key for this 401 trash can tier gesture Warlock. You want to help me real quick? Like a 10 or 11. We could probably do 11, like a freehold or something. We could find a freehold, sign into it or something. Let's go. Let's do it, bud. By the way, I've been playing a little bit more Diablo, not that much more, but a little bit more Rogue. I didn't play on the beta at all. I'm kind of liking it. I gotta play the other classes too. I gotta play Necromancer again. Although Chad said Necromancer is apparently the worst one, and apparently it's all about barbs and druids right now. Apparently insane is what I heard. Sleepy, just gonna remember the name of the spells on my main. Oh, you're good, my guy. Honestly, yeah, I feel you, dude. I'm the same way, man. Rogue is sick. I got myself like the thing where I evade past enemies and I do this like stabby flurry thing, and it stuns them, and then I throw in a smoke bomb to disorient, and I keep stabbing, and when I'm low on energy, like any kind of one like auto attacks, it's like the basic attack, right? It like chips away past the armor, makes him vulnerable, and then I heal for every target that's vulnerable while I'm doing flurry. Oh my god, it's so cool. I'm like, At first I thought on a rogue, I would just be kind of running around and I just would be like, just stand in the middle, just AoE, AoE, AoE or something, right? Or just auto. But it's like I'm having to like round the bend, slice past people, activate blades, roll through, stun, flurry, flurry, daze, flurry, flurry, roll through, stun again. Oh my god, it's so like involved. Every single trash pack, I'm like, okay, if I don't play this right, I could die. But if I play it right, I feel like a god. Oh. So it's like the moments where I go in, and I'm not consistent at all. Like one pack I'll go in, I'll massacre it. Another pack I'll go in, I'm just getting blasted and I have to retreat. I'm like, I can't do it consistently. I don't know what it is. Too much sustain, too much mobility, too much ZR. Barbs and druids are just the best in the world. Okay. I'm in trash farm mode. Yeah, I'm not there yet. I haven't done the story yet though. I've been just kind of running around doing dungeons. I wasn't sure if I would actually play Rogue, but I'm just kind of exploring it, having fun with it. Have not really found the time to like just really dive into the story because I was enjoying that a lot during the beta, the story part. If I had gone that to 1.5. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, for the dungeon part. All right, so let's see what do we have. We have freehold. You want to do the freehold? So where did you write earlier? Because I missed it entirely. Because like we could get a group together freehold as long as you pick up like pumpers, and then it'll be me getting carried basically. That'll like find a freehold. Maybe I could like find one real quickly. Let me do this. Let me do list. What is going on? Why am I drawing a blank here? Free plus 11 plus 15. Because we got what three bodies? Let's do this 12, man. Let's get this 12 done with Uncle Bernie. That will work. Or we could try this 14. Maybe. With this guy from Shadowman, Zuez. Worm, fast. I mean, that could work, right? Maybe. There we go. We got a 12. Beautiful. Uncle Bernie. That'll work. Alright, I need to get myself some consumables. At the very least, some consumes. I got a 428 prop pally and air 52 if you need. Gonna be doing RBGs this Hala. Sounds good, Park. We'll probably get this one done real quick. I mean, you could probably join in, I think, as a rat, like if you find this freehold 12. If you join quickly enough, maybe they'll be able to get you in, but maybe. I have these Boulder Cloud bags. When I get those? Can we sell them? Oh, okay. I was thinking for a second, maybe. Consumables, files. What do you run as a file for Warlock? Like, I know I'm gonna run versatility just because it's like the cheapest, but like on the real though, like what do you actually run when you're like, okay, time to push content? You don't just pop versatile, do you? Or is that everybody pops versatile? Because I know that, let's say you're doing like a really high-end key, you're probably gonna run versatility just for survivability and damage, but even have so many shovels in inventory. Honestly, you know, you just never know when I'm gonna be digging for treasure. You know, we want to be prepared. What if I'm out in the open world and there's a quest for like, hey, you can loot this amazing item, greatest thing ever, but you gotta dig for it. Imagine being that sucker who didn't have like at least 1 billion shovels in the bags, right? Taking up like a half a row. Imagine being that guy. Couldn't be me. Never. Never, ever, ever. Dalaran, what's up, Patrick? I did my guy. Hope you have a good one. Are we allowed to use phase shift in PvP during talents? Phase shift, like the PvP talent for a priest to like fade and dodge? Sure. If you've been like swap. Swap is a little... Swap... At times we've allowed it because then priests like, oh, you kind of don't have survivability, the need swap to like live. Yeah, depending on phase shift, I always call it like a health swap, right? If you mean the health swap, right now it's a no. The chat decided no. I love the chat decide this one because the idea is like, okay, well, priests have a lot of survivability right now, like passive survivability, active survivability, and they're pretty good in terms of living. Like they really are not bad right now. So no, they shouldn't do it because it'll be kind of like unfair. to a degree, to an extent. But if you mean like the dodge one, dodge away. Dodge as much as you want, my guy. Dodge all day. I'm perfectly cool with it. The swamp one is a little... Chat's it now. Stationary 1, Stationary 1 is pure bait. Gaining a ton of secondary stats to a spec that loves 3/4 is the best. Gaining secondary stats as a spec that loves 3/4 one is the best. Oh, the, what is it? The elemental one then, yeah? Okay, elemental one. Gotcha. Yeah, I imagine elemental is actually pretty good because there are some like mobility buff, defensive buff, like a crit damage buff, and like a crit healing or something like that. So I imagine like 3 of the buffs are really, really good. One is kind of like okay. It's decent because none of the stats are like that bad. Yeah, you're probably right on that one actually. Probably it's elemental potion. Pilot stationary something, but that's really bad though. Yeah. That's really like no one's actually gonna use it on M+, are they? Maybe they are. Am I missing anything? I'm missing consumes. Didn't pop any of it. I guess I'll get, what do I need? Interrupt pet? Yeah. Alright, good luck, because I am I am rusty on the Warlock, man. Rusty on the old lock. Yeah, I think I want to hit that guy as much as I can. Just because he's never going to get hit. Ever. Oh, get interrupted on fire. Or chaos, was it? One of the two. Where's my damage? My damage just doesn't exist. It don't exist. Where is it? I didn't know damage at all. Wow. That was embarrassing. Wow. Actually, 0 damage Andy. What the? Oh god, we made more friends. Oh, we made more friends. Oh, we made more friends. A lot more friends. Oh, they don't like us. Oh, friends are bad. New friends are bad friends. Okay, well, they're kind of also spread everywhere, like literal all over the place. Okay, there's like at least a couple that are standing caught in next to each other. So maybe I can like rain of fire these guys for at least a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can hit them with a havoc. There we go. At least they kind of sort of stack. Actually, I'll switch chaos bolts. Yeah, my AoE damage is abysmal. Abysmal. Atrocious. Actually, gotta hold on to that rain. Oh, okay, pulling it. Paladin shields, man. They just have a mind of their own, really, don't they? Oh, of course. So good at this whole barrage thing. Okay, now we're good. Okay, yeah, my damage is really bad. At 401 out of level, I am not competing at all. Oh god, almost did the thing. I do remember Destro Warlock when what is it, last season at least felt like it had a really good single target and fantastic AoE, but also like my gear was a little more even with what everybody else had when it comes to their gear. Are we? Ouchies. I'll try to see if I can huddle to those left-ish. Uh-oh. We're okay. I should have played Destro. No, Demo. Demo I think would have been a little stronger. For me at least. I feel like that would have been a little easier. At this point, do you even want to drop down like a big old infernal? Uncle! Wait, are we okay without him? Do I gotta res him? Or are we chilling? Ouchies, but I think I'll be okay. I am a warlock. We are a warlock. Uh-oh. Nice. That could have been bad. That could have been really bad. You know what? For my item level, doing like 70k, I guess it's okay. What's up, Jerry? What's up, one duel happening, my man? Fridays for EU and Saturday for NA. Every single week. Friday for EU, Saturday for NA. Unless like we got like a random bit of group of boys that are ready to go doing dueling all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Then I'm not against like doing an extra couple of rounds. God, this plays so good still. I can't wait to try this out for like 10.15. By the way, you know how they're buffing this talent right here so that, like the next few Rain of Fires or Chaos Bolts will do more damage? It's like 50% for PvE content, but it's 5% for PvP. It's actually abysmal. It's like so abysmal. Ridiculously low. Look at this Rain of Fire. Oh my god, I gotta move. I gotta move. Zdarova, okay, Zdarova. When it's 10.15, I have no idea. We don't have a release date yet. But hopefully soon, because they've been like really quick with their cadences for patches. But as of right now, we don't really have a date yet. Not yet. I'm sure we'll have one soonish. In due time, friends, in due time. That's not close, right? That's almost close. Almost bad. I made another friend. The build rat Swabby. Can you interrupt him when he does that? I wonder. I don't think you could. I think he would just recast it back in BFA. Yeah, get a big Ring of Fire for the next group that we're going after. But yeah, no idea. I'm hoping like soon though. I'm hoping soonish. I don't even know how soon. Wouldn't be able to tell like a date or anything like that. But I'm hoping soon. Just soon TM. Probably a bad idea to stun him, right? Oh no, we're no sanguine. Never mind, we're chilling. We are chilling. Also, I'm doing less damage than a prop paladin. What is going on? I mean, I know prop paladins are kind of insane, but what is this? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I only do 100k. We could probably do a giga pull here, honestly. I need an infernal or something with that. Gonna get harpooned. I kind of expected it, honestly. Yeah, that's a big pull. I love these, man. It's a good big pulls. Yes, big. Ah! I got our. Wait, why? Oh, we're so far back. I didn't realize. Okay, I guess we didn't kill the boss, did we? So we don't have a checkpoint. Man, the harpoon into a rock throw or stomp that he does. That's just brutal. That's just actually brutal. God, the damage you do. Wait, let me do this real quick. Where is it? I need to do, I think it's this. Log. Merge. Here we go. This looks cleaner when it's all merged. Alright, watch me get gripped immediately, dude. Insta come back, insta grip, insta gib. Insta dead. I'm really gonna play Warlock more, man. This actually is a lot of fun. Like the way Destro plays is so classic. I do hope they do end up giving them like a mage treatment and like redo their talents a little bit. Because I feel like the whole talent tree is still kind of, it's been scuffed for a good bit. I guess we do the boss now? Because we have a lot of time for like, what is it, the Lust. We also have a lot of percent done already. Also, I should have given you guys like Soul Well. I forgot about it entirely. Grab it when you get a chance. Why am I targeting? Okay, well I guess I'm targeting him now. We'll just pretend like I meant to do that. Hand of Freedom him. If you give him Hand of Freedom, by the way, you will be able to like break him out of the thing immediately. Or if you Tiger's Lust. Tiger's Lust does it as well. Tiger's Lust does it as well.
Danger, danger.
I'm gonna wall this. Take one to the face. It'll be okay, right? Hopefully. Sorry about that. I want to run over there, but I'm so mobile. The joys of being a warlock. WTF, let's go. Only 1 hour downtime? That's not bad then. Awesome. But yeah, if you're not the one being targeted as a monk, and somebody gets hit with a barrel, you can hit them with a Tiger's Lust, and it removes the barrel effect off of them. Seven to 8 a.m. so I won't be awake. Okay, fair enough. Is that EU? That gotta be EU, right? Or is that an A? I don't remember. I think ours is like 11 our server time. Illidan. West Coast? Oh, okay. That actually explains it. Because on the East Coast it's like 11 a.m. or something. Usually. Ooh, more ads. Where's my pet, by the way? I never got one. Oh, that kind of explains why I wasn't doing like a lot of damage. Or at least that's the excuse I'm gonna give. That's why I wasn't doing any damage. Because I didn't have my pet, obviously. Yeah, pet didn't do anything. Having a pet did nothing for me. Need like 1 extra little percent. I guess the turtle will do it, right? I keep forgetting this guy actually gives percent. I remember for like a good bit he didn't give percent. And then they changed it so then he did. And then it was totally worth killing. And I mean, you had to kill him anyway, but it was like very disappointing turtle before. You can precast into Freedom, just barrel it near him. Yeah, I guess if you can just precast Hand of Freedom if you know which one he's targeting, yeah, you could do that. Tiger's Lust is a little different. Tiger's Lust will free you from a active movement effect, but it doesn't give you like a buff. It'll just free you from whatever you have now, and like it'll just give you like, yeah, an easy way out of it. Ah, pet, please. Oh god. Oh, we made one friend. One friend. I guess I was targeting the train dummy. Huh? How did I agree you? Okay, well, whatever. I guess that works. I didn't mean to grab any of these, by the way. None of them. I guess my eyeball was attacking the, what is it, the dummy? But in reality, I was the dummy. I'm gonna place one of these, just in case I gotta run. Pet, please attack. Please come do stuff. I need you to attack.
Run.
We'll do some kind of mosey over to the right hand side as I get a couple of those conflagrations here and there. Just so I can like be away and I can always come to my port. I think it's season 3 to change it. It was in season 3. Oh, okay. I think you might be right on that. Uh-oh. Was that just like a shark? Please? That knocks you up? I feel like it was chilling. Apparently not, though. Yeah, 61k DPS is not a lot at all. That doesn't feel like a good number. Trying to make sure I have a lot better control of my pet. Remember when the route was to do the last boss in Shark one? Oh yeah, I do remember that for a bit. Yeah, because it just was the shark. The boss didn't really do much anyway. Also, I don't remember the high end. You probably did this, but you would pull the boss and you'll pull the adds, and this cannon barrage would also kill the adds he's fighting. So that was fun.
Shockwave.
Uh-oh. Yep. It was gonna be flying. Although I don't remember doing that strat all that often. But I know the high end you could. It was just kind of like rough because it's just the ads are all over the place and you gotta do the boss too and get the cannons and you needed like a way to like stop them and keep them in place. BFA Mythic Plus was the best till now. Season 3 affixes. Dude, I don't know. Those I didn't enjoy those that much. The Jara ones. I did not enjoy Beguiling. I'll be honest with you. And I've talked to other people that played back in Season 3. They also did not enjoy Beguiling. I know there's people out there that did like Beguiling. That was like, really, really good. I just don't really understand why. I've talked to people and there's a lot of people that are like me. They're like, I don't understand why people liked it. You didn't really get any buffs. Like the other one at least gave you buffs. Beguiling was just like annoying mobs that you had to deal with. That's all it was. Just annoying ways to deal with them. What's up, Farrell? I said, oh my god, just get him a weakness, man, dude. I got every one of my ults done. Every one of my ults besides the Warlock. Do we have Lust, by the way? We don't. We do have Lust. But we got a Marksman Hunter, so he's not gonna swap out to a pet. Drums, maybe? No drums. We're just sad. How you doing, by the way, my guy? Uh-oh. Oh, Lust, we did get one. Is it drums? It is drums. Okay. Probably even chicks to somebody, yeah? Pretty good. Dude, I got every one of my ults, man. Every one of them. Did we kill that guy? No. I don't think we want to. But this should be my last one before like the weekly reset. And at least... And then I'm done. And I even get to do a little bit of time. I even get to spend some time getting the actual like dungeon weekly done for the Mythic for Mythic's dungeons. It feels like all my time, all the free time that I had this week, which is gone. Because I'm either raiding or I'm doing that. Oh, can I fear that? Can I slow him? No, I can't. I used to have like slow over there, and I keep buying. There's no exhaustion, not anymore though. There's gotta be a better way for Warlock to deal with that. I think you just bank up a couple of conflags. Trying to look at some of the alts. I kind of love playing alts, but yeah, it is kind of painful at the same time. It is kind of painful. Like I love playing alts. I would always love to play alts. You know what I mean? But taking the time to maintain all of them, you definitely do need like organization skills and like time allocations for stuff. Otherwise, it just will not work. Do you need the cloak? Hey, thank you. I don't know how good that cloak is for me, but that item level over 405, I imagine is really, really good. And leech. Big self-healing. Goodbye. Appreciate you, boys. But yeah. But also, like, well, we got all these alts we gotta do. There'll be a big leveling week. Catalyst comes out tomorrow. This week is the big leveling buff week. Then you have Diablo. I want to play Diablo 2. And also got projects I gotta be working on. So I feel like I just don't have any free time whatsoever. And over the last few days, like I took a bit of a break, just kind of chilling, and it was so unusual. It's just like I feel there's just I want to be doing something, like busy doing something, anything. I just don't really know what to do. Why are all these things on? Hold on, let me just go one by one. All world pack, world events. Something like that. That should work. Haste Mastery, maybe? Yeah, Haste Mastery is kind of, it's a must for me. But honestly, at this point, I'm pretty sure the cloak and the intellect, the raw int, from a 4.0, what do I have? 4.05 to a 4.18. It's like over 10 item levels upgrade. I imagine that intellect, even if it doesn't have haste, actually this one doesn't have haste either. It's literally the same stats. Never mind. It's just like trade. It's just an item level upgrade over what I had. Let me see. Let's stop. Them stop my nerds. Haha, dude. Honestly, it's so crazy. The 4 set. You haven't even gotten the 4 set, so that was all the damage without the 4. Okay, so like Wizard's only gonna do 20% more damage. Okay, yeah, it's just absolutely gonna be unreal. That's unreal. Running crit mastery if you're running Starcloak. Yeah, the running crit mastery if they aren't running Starcloak. Wait, you actually do run crit mastery? Haste mastery would be. Wait, so is it haste mastery a crit? No, Dexter Warlock doesn't play crit, does it? Or does it? Hold on, is there a interaction? Each bolt deals damage to nearby target. Channel Demon Firefighters additional 2 bolts, each bolt. No, so then it's does the cloak. Okay. Wait, why? Is it just like itemization and stuff? Behold my bar power among DPS. Hold on, I didn't even look. 100k. Okay, at least a good portion of your abilities is spin and crane kick, blackout kick, abilities, rising sun, Fist of Fury, all that. Beacon, a little bit of beacon, doesn't hurt nobody. A little bit of corrosive slime doesn't hurt nobody. A little bit of primordial stones, shadow flame, no, that's tier set, so I guess it's not really borrowed. Resonant, that's talent. Dragon, Storm Infuse. I feel like the ring would have looked a lot bigger if I didn't have like the stone infuse, if I had the stones not separated from the get-go. But if I were to add like 1.1% here, 2.6, it's like 2.7 added to the ring. That's like a 7%. Yeah, I guess you do have like a chunk right here. This would be kind of like what 7% would be like up here. Just like bar power. You should see me in a raid, man. For me, it's just like dispatch and then non-class abilities and then Sinister Strike. That's basically my breakdown. There's auto attack somewhere in there. Poison's way at the bottom, but it's literally just a bar of dispatch and it's just trinkets, feet, ring, weapons, everything. It's actually kind of insane. It's just ridiculous. I am hoping they do rogues that don't. What am I trying to say? I hope they don't do us dirty, man. I hope they do give us like a proper update for 10. I don't know, not 10.15, but like maybe past 10.15. You know, who knows? Honestly. All right, gotta head out. Be safe, man. I'm gonna stream you. Thanks so much for coming by, Arrows. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you, my guy. I said a snapshot of sub creation, itemization for high kids and Destro. It's quite saddening. So itemization for what's it? The sub creation. So it doesn't always show like perfect itemization, right? I guess it kind of does, like what everybody is running at the high end, but it's like crafted, tier, rings, haste mastery. I guess you do run like what crafted's a lot, but it makes sense, right? You're just gonna go for the best in slot stats. But there are some classes that could just take their 2 secondary stats or whatever and just like max it out in their gear head to toe. And I kind of envy those classes because I don't really have that. I mean, I have Crit Versa, but it just like doesn't really feel that good as like a haste mastery combo. Because everybody's mastery is usually something like really solid, really strong. And then mine is just like random. Maybe I'll do more damage, like an auto attacks worth of damage. It used to be good when the mastery would affect your chances of hitting that extra auto attack hit or whatever. Now it just scales like the damage of the auto attack hit, so it can make it like really strong, but like it still has a chance. This is before he casts it, so you could do it before or after. So if somebody, let's say like if it tosses a barrel on a dude and you pop him with the Hand of Freedom, you remove the barrel. But Paladin specifically, since Hand of Freedom is like a buff that basically gives you immunity to movement suppression effects, if you know who's targeting with a barrel, like he'll turn to a guy, he'll have the barrel above his shoulder, and you'll toss it at them. If you can figure out who he's looking at, or maybe like announces in their like DBM or big wigs or little wigs or whatever, hey, about to get hit by a barrel or whatever, you can pre-Hand of Freedom, he'll toss the barrel and it'll just sit there. It just won't do anything. You can't pop on him because it's like a movement repairing effect. So you can do either one of the two things. Either wait to see who gets barreled, then pop a hand of freedom on them, or if you can tell who it is ahead of time, just freedom him before it. And then basically lets you like bypass it entirely. Certain classes like mages can also blink the barrel. I think pharaohs can't shift the barrel. Would be kind of cool if they could, but I don't think they can. Monks with their Tiger's Lust can remove it. Is there any other class that has like a movement impairment effect removal from like allies? I don't think so. Like a Tiger's Lust or a Hand of Freedom. I think that's like the only two classes. Really? That's crazy. So many classes like have crossover mechanics, but it's like only two that can do that. But yeah, so you can either like pre-Hand of Freedom or freedom him afterwards. Like as a monk, you just kind of have to let him get hit by a barrel, then hit him with the freedom. So that's what I've been doing. As a paladin, like sometimes if I can't tell, I'm just gonna hold it. And as soon as I know which one has a barrel, pop them real quickly. Ideally, you'll want to pre-freedom if you can. But I'm like, sometimes I just can't tell who he's tossing it at. It just doesn't say anything. There's nothing that tells me who's he aiming for. But maybe if you get like a weak card that tells you who he's targeting for it, that could work. That could be helpful. But yeah, I do need to look at like whether itemization. Are you guys really second mastery? Wait, mastery? You deal 80% increased damage plus random amount. I guess if you are running, yeah, I guess if you're running Chaos Incarnate, that is like actual good mastery, because then Chaos Bolts, Rain of Fire, Shatter Burns, which you don't really use that much, but maybe sometimes they do get full benefits. Yeah. I do wonder if people will start swapping over to Dimensional Rift though. I think Dimensional Rift will be good. I mean, the damage numbers that it has over on PTR look kind of nutty, right? Like Shadow of Terror, like a decently geared Warlock, sort of kind of decently geared, is like, or maybe like not decently geared, but about what I have right now. Like the damage, no, it's, okay, Adamo is a little different, but like on PTR right now, it's setting like Shadow Terror is like 90k, 91,000 guarantee. Unstable Terror, about the same. Chaos Terror was like 30, but like it always has a chance to crit. And I guess it scales me with the Chaos Bolt stuff. Rift is terrible, used it during season 1 for 20 and then solid compared to 100% mastery. They are buffing this thing though in PTR, so maybe it'll be better, right? Maybe it'll be better. Not a guarantee, but maybe. Alrighty, are we doing more? Because actually, we actually have time for like at least one more key. Or we done skip for the night, call it early a little, 5 minutes maybe. Maybe that'll be worth, because I think everybody's down, right? Let me double check them all, man. Just double check them real quick. Send on 80% mastery of 422. Yeah, I need to catch up with my Warlock. I need to get actual gear. I need to go and make myself some crafted items on my alts. It's just like, I'm like holding back on my crafteds. Just so like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna need, right? Ideally, I would want like a helm or a shoulder, like something that's a high item level that I can craft. But it's like, I probably should hold, just because I don't know what I'm gonna get. I just want to get some items from a Great Vault and then start making crafteds. But honestly, I can bypass and just make like embellishments maybe. Probably should be doing that. Like whatever's recommended. Like bracers. I just thought it would be so sad, like you have bracers, boots, and like belt. That maybe you could put like a Shadow Flame patch on, right? And let's say like I make a belt with a Shadow Flame patch. And I gotta get a belt from a Great Vault. And now I'm like, already spend the spark, add some forge. Because then if I get the belt, then I'm gonna slap the embellishment on the bracer and then boots and call it a day. Would have been the same value and I would have gotten a little bit extra item level out of it. Like as the forge said, just not feeling it. Not really. Yeah, I mean, you either will like the whole Demon Fire playstyle or you won't like the Demon Fire playstyle. You know? You really won't know until like try and just. A lot of people complained about it too, like when it was out in 10.1 PTR. A lot of people were like, you know what, I don't like the idea of me just having to stand still this entire time because I'm already a mobile class to begin with. I think like it works damage wise, like just raw damage. The playstyle is like, okay, just gotta stand still. I don't know, maybe they could have, I don't know. I think they were kind of limited, I think, by the way that the class is designed and the talent tree is designed, right? There's only so much you can do with it. There's just not a lot of freedom and how you want to build it. That's your Warlock. Did you craft your gear by yourself? I ordered an upgrade. I crafted 375. I'll know in 5 days now. Wait, so you're waiting 5 days for someone to craft it for you? You craft the gear by yourself. So I got my, I mean, I can do leatherworking. That's all I can do with my rogue. So some of the stuff what I can make, like for my alts, using my rogue, I do. But a lot of the times I'll find like a crafter and I'll be like, yo, what pricing could we do, whatever. What kind of item could you do? I usually do my guildies if I can. Otherwise I'll just do like, I'll find a crafter just to make sure that the item is done properly the first time. And it's super unfortunate because I've had to deal with someone in the past with so many crafters that are like, they'll say, oh, I could totally get it to rank 5, and they're just only rank 4. And they're like, oh, you know, you just gotta do the recrafts or whatever, I'll give you a discount, whatever. I still gotta spend my gold and like all the mats and then recraft, and it's just, oh, I have to send it in, they recrafted, it's rank 4. At some point I start wondering, like, can you even do rank 5? Am I getting taken on a ride? Like, does he not even have enough inspiration to go from rank 4 to rank 5? And it's just like, wasting my resources? Because you just can't really tell, man. Unless they're like the profession. I guess maybe that's what we should be doing, right? Just to make sure that... But can you even... Does it even show how much inspiration they have there? I don't even know if it tells. I bring mats and 5k gold. I need bits from Warlock. I'm waiting for people to craft to bring mats for 5k gold. Yeah, legit, no one's crafting it. So like if you open up in a public order... Oh, what I would do is maybe at this point, I would see on your server, like if there's a tailor, right? During like prime times or whatever, like maybe when everybody's opening up their gear for vaults, just be like, hey, looking for tailor trying to craft, and link the item you're trying to craft, see what kind of whispers you get, and see what pricing they do, whatever, right? Because I've had some crafters that are like, basically will make something for free if you get the mats for it. It's been kind of nice, honestly. Not always, but it has been nice. Are we raid tonight? Because I got a lot of dudes in our Discord pop in and be like, wait, are we raiding tonight? Are we not raiding tonight? Are we raiding? Are we not raiding? What are we doing? I'd be kind of surprised if we're not. But also it'd be kind of nice just because so I could work on a project. I think there's no way I didn't do a key on a shaman, right? Just kind of double checking all of my ults real quickly. And I'll probably go get some food. Prep for the raid, or prep to get more project stuff done. We'll see. Yeah, plenty. I can try that if it's not working. I'll just put tailoring on an alt. I'll just put tailoring on an alt. It takes a while to really rank up tailoring or really any other profession. So if you're thinking of like, oh, I'm just gonna put it up, I'm just gotta work on a thing, and maybe like in a couple of days I'll be able to just craft it myself. I mean, you probably can get to the point where you can craft it, just not at a high enough quality that it'll be like, you know, like quality rank 4 or even rank 5 is the most ideal one. But even rank 4 is like, okay, maybe it's kind of usable, sorta. It's just not quite a rank 5. It takes a while to get professions up and running. Like, that's something you should probably look into, like, oh, I'm just going to invest into it long term, but don't expect for you to be able to craft it, right? But like, if you're thinking of playing bunch of classes in the future, that might be pretty good. The XP buff you're talking about will be for alts, right? I think it'll just be like a global, but it'll be great for alts. So the XP buff is probably going to be very similar to what we had. And let me see if I can find it real quickly. I had it pulled up earlier. It is the... So we don't know exactly what the buff is going to be. What we can guess is probably going to be the... Is this it? Or not? This is called the... Hold on, I had it here. Is it this one? Yeah, that's what I've been data mined so far, though. I've been able to data mine this thing. Winds of Sanctuary. Increase all XP gains by 50%. Increase all rep gains by 50%, except for the Niffin, which is kind of unfortunate. But that's what I've been data mined so far. We're guessing that's going to be it, unless they change it last minute, or maybe that's what we found, but that's not going to be it. But it should be pretty sizable, like a 50% buff. And Thursday, I think it is. Plus, it'll also be time walking week, and there should be a pretty good overlap together with the Darkmoon Fair, I believe. I mean, look, so this is what going to be it. Welcome to Sanctuary. We got a pretty big XP buff. Increased experience. They didn't say exactly how much, but that's what we data mined. Time walking also going to be up, so Mr. Pandari dungeons. Very fast XP gains. Real quick. There's going to be one time walking dungeons this week. And there's going to be another time walking dungeons here as well. Or no, that's where... Oh, it's a World Quest bonus event. Okay, never mind. So that won't be really much of a buff. There will be an overlap with Darkman Fair and a time walking though. There will be that overlap here. This is going to be the most prime time to get a level in or two. Because this one ends from 4th till 8th. We're going to have a Darkman Fair at 10%. Welcome to Sanctuary, probably 50%. Time walking, which is really, really fast dungeons. Warlords General, you're going to run through them really quickly. Probably the fastest time to get a character to max. If you're really just trying to min-max like your gains. Spend the least amount of time in dungeons and the most amount of time at max level kind of deal, right? That's going to be pretty good. But even 50% is going to be great. Just 10% on top of it, just like cherry on top. You know? But even this right here, like once it's up, together with time walking, that's going to be real fast. Just by itself. Without a whole week. So definitely worth taking advantage of it. Should be like insanely quick. 50% and dungeons. Mr. Pandar in particular. Because you can do one of the dungeons. Which one is it? Apparently you can do a trick. I figured this out only by like... At some point I got kicked out of the group because I just didn't know what you were supposed to do in Pandari dungeon. But it was the temple. So I'm used to doing the Mythic Plus version of temple, right? Where you go kill the fish boss, then you go kill this guy, and then you kill this boss, and you go through here. Like we did that all season 1 on Plus. So as a tank, I would go kill the fish boss, and then start running over here, running over here, running over here, running over here. I get kicked. I'm like, why did I get kicked? What did I do wrong? Okay, whatever. I end up getting into this dungeon again later after a while. We do the boss. Running over, running over, running over, and over, and over. Listening to music, look at some stuff up. I get over here, fight some ads, get kicked. I'm like, why the hell am I getting kicked? Apparently what you do is you walk in, kill the fish boss. The doors are open for whatever reason. The doors are open. The doors are open. And you walk through them. Kill some stuff. Clear, kill, kill. You just skip. Some people even find like a way to skip past just in the boss room. I don't know what they did. But apparently kill, kill. Or you could just kill, kill. But apparently it's the fastest. You just walk in, pull everything. Do the boss gauntlet, run through, grab, kill everything, kill, kill, or just kill. I don't know how they do this skip here. I don't know how they do this skip here at all. Although I didn't know you could do like a skip from here to here. You just get in the courtyard immediately if you're like Demon Hunter or Evoker. Honor wasn't there, maybe. Yeah. But yeah, every time I would run this with the group, I would get kicked, and I was at some point it just frustrated me, like, why am I getting, what did I do wrong? I'm just going in tanking, and I just didn't realize that people are just doing the skippy, and they were just like not even telling me like, hey, come back. They're just kick him. He has no idea. He doesn't know. Get him out of here. They could have just been like, yo, wait, hold on, come back, tank. No, wait, come back. And that would have been perfectly fine. Just got booted. It felt so bad, dude. I guess I was so used to like how to do it on M+, right? The gauntlet or whatever. Do you think they're gonna nerf the boosting systems with XP boosts coming? Like the like people doing boosts out in, I guess, what is it right now? In Brackenhide, I guess people do it. I don't know. I don't think so. I think they're gonna. It looks like they went after these areas here and there. They've nerfed them in the past because. Remember how Combat was like a big, like, people would go in, get the buffs, and go through like a blender grinder? They nerfed that quite a bit. And then people were doing the no-cud. And I guess now they moved on from no-cud to Brackenhide? I don't know if they nerfed no-cud or not, but I heard last time that people do Brackenhide once now. I don't know. I have no idea. That's a good question. It's possible. I feel like if they did nerf, like, go into these areas and just, like, AoE grinding mobs or whatever, or power level on people like that. If they did nerf it, they should buff like world quests. They should buff random Dragonflight dungeons. They should buff quests. They should buff like side objectives. They should buff, you know, bonus objectives. They should buff all of these things. Because it's like, okay, well, you want us to do like the normal leveling content. You don't want people to like do the whole paid for boost because maybe there's a potential somebody could get scammed. Totally can understand it. but you should buff all the other avenues if you do that, you know? I feel like, because people just want to get to max level and play ults and gear them up and all that stuff, right? And it's just the fastest way of doing it. I get it, you feel like, because I have heard stories of people getting scammed, like they're going like to these players that are like, yo, we're gonna be doing you the boost to get to a place, they get booted out of the group, and then try to contact the guy they can. So I think like I heard stories of people like trying to get carried or whatever. They pay the dude gold, and they can't get any like XP or something, and then they try to hit up a guy and like is like blocked or something, or the guy transfers the character over or sends the gold over, deletes or something. And if there's ways to like track it where the gold eventually goes, but like if you're a brand new player, right, you don't really know any of these things at all. You could have maybe a little bit of gold that you got from like playing your main or whatever, and you like just got 100k for you. You know, wow, first time I got 100k or whatever, or 90k or whatever. You pay them, and you're not really sure what to do at this point. Like, do some open ticket, I guess. A lot of people don't really know how to navigate these things. They're kind of just like, they're not really sure what they should do, and they kind of just feel like stuck. And it's just like you feel like you got gypped, but you're not really sure what to do, and it's almost like paralyzing in a way. And it's kind of sad, honestly. But yeah, if they do end up turning it down, I think it'll be fine if they buff everything else. Because if I can just fly around and collect herbs for like my next max level character, or just do mining or professions, or just do a couple of world quests and bonus objective, a couple of normal Dragonflight dungeons without waiting for that time walking big giga XP buff that they get. Or like this, because the dungeons are fast and you get a lot more XP for finishing it, but also like you can get more of them done, more XP at the end of the run, just overall compounds together. If they can just buff like all the other regular sources outside of these special events, I'm fine with it. Do you know how to get the tokens for tier set early for the catalyst? I don't know. I didn't find it on the internet. Don't know how to get tokens for tier sets. So the only way to get tokens for tier sets right now is by raiding. Raids within like season 2 raids. So right now, Aberrus, right? Certain bosses you kill have a chance of dropping a tiered set token. So Venerator gives you a tier for Paladin, Priest, Shaman. Rashad gives you a tier set for, what is it, legs for Paladin, Priest, Shaman, but also like every other class too, right? So Forgotten Experiments has a tier set token. Rashak has a tier set token. Steward, Vigilant Stewards of Skarn, Magmarex, Echo, and Scale Commander and Sarkareth will drop a token for one of the people in the raid. It's like an Omni token. You can become any one of them. You can basically turn it in to buy any one of the tier set items from like a special vendor in Aberrus. Like Zero like counts, not the raid, but like kind of like off to the side of the raid. So that's like the limit you get tier right now, but once the Creation Catalyst or Revival Catalyst comes out tomorrow for NA, Wednesday for EU, what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to go to tier hold like we did in season 1, right? I guess it'll be like a quest line for you to just complete, like, hey, Catalyst is here, go check it out in the Great Vault, right? It'll most likely be like a snake person over there, like a snake stone Titan construct thing, and it'll be like, yo, Catalyst, go peep it. It'll send you just to check it out, but you'll find it here. It's this like building or stack of columns. At the top there's an entrance off the side of tier hold. You fly in there and you got the Revival Catalyst. So right now Revival Catalyst isn't collecting any Renaissance Shadowflame charges, but starting tomorrow for NA, Wednesday for EU, you'll be able to get 1 charge globally across all of your characters once a week. And they might increase it to like twice a week at some point or whatever, like catch-ups and whatnot. Maybe, but not guarantee. But when that happens, this will happen automatically. You don't have to do anything special. You should just collect a charge once a week. New week comes around, you got a charge. And what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to plug in any one of your Season 2 gear that you've collected. So crafted gear cannot be put in. Raid gear, dungeon gear, PvP gear, all can be put in. And if you plug them in, you can turn them from like a normal Gate Crusher's Giant Coif into a Spangen Helm of the Cinderwolf tier set helm, right? The chest, it'll go from like a Hallbuckler of the Frozen Fervor to Adornments of the Cinderwolf, right? Tier set version. Certain items like pants and stuff also will become tier, gloves will become tier, but like if you're like, oh, maybe I can make a belt tier, it'll just be like a belt variant of that set, but not a tier item. They're preset items, so like belts for shamans, for example, whatever belt you got, it'll always become a haste mastery belt. So like if it's say like, oh man, maybe haste versus my worst stat, but haste mastery my best stats, those items you'll maybe want to catalyze later, but right now at the beginning, once you don't have your tier set, you'll want to take some of the items from like raid, dungeons, or PvP and turn them into tier set items. That's what I would invest them into. Look, it would be amazing if you could do crafted gear. It would be. It'll be easy because then you could craft it, slap it in. But I think what they don't want you to do is they don't want you to waste the shadow flames, but also they don't want it to be like, because I guess it'll be like super easy then, right? If you just have a bunch of sparks, just crafted, turn it into tier. I don't know actually why they didn't do it. I think it's because like crafted gear is already customizable, like with secondary stats and whatnot, and it just maybe they tried to make it work, and it just couldn't. But I think it also would be kind of like redundant. Imagine you make like yourself, because imagine you make yourself like I don't know, like I have this crafted item, right? It's a glove that has a tier set bonus, 2 set bonus. That gives you critical strike damage and healing, have a chance to spur you, granting you haste. So anytime I crit with heals or damage, I have a chance to get a bit of haste. Cool. Imagine if I could plug that in. I would lose my bonus. Why would I want to do that? You know what I mean? So I think that's why they were like, well, you're making a crafted item with like really specific embellishments or just specific secondary stats or whatever. Why would you want to turn that into a tier set item? Where like you'll put a missive, you'll put this upgrades, you'll put this embellishment, and then you override it. Imagine, I think it's just because they didn't want for players to accidentally do that themselves. Because imagine you make this belt and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to upgrade it. I'm just going to catalyze it, see if it gives me better second sets. And then you'll override the whole crafted. And now it's kind of gone. You know? I feel like that's what they wanted to, like, it's almost like you're bowling with rails on the sides. They want to make sure that you can't just gutter ball your gear super hard. You know? I think that's what they're trying to do. But yeah, this should be available tomorrow, I think. Yeah. So you should be able to take advantage of it. I would just keep the Great Vault if you're NA or Wednesday on EU. And they should give you a quest line to just check out the catalyst and put a marker on your map or whatever. You'll hang out and you'll just chill. Burning rush 60% movement speed increase, no cooldown. How again? Exactly the Warlocks have trouble with movement speed, lol. For PvE content, not too much trouble. I mean, okay, so Destro does have to stand still while casting. Affliction Warlock can actually do some movement while instant casting to reapply their dots. Demon Logic can kind of move while casting, especially if they got a bunch of deemable charges. But that being said, like, there's still like classes needs to stand still to cast. So you're in a situation where you either have to choose to move or choose to do damage. You're a DPS, so you're probably going to want to prioritize damage because you're greedy. That's how all DPS are. So then you can move, but you also want to do damage, and you kind of prioritize damage over movement, and you're probably going to die and be like, wow, I have no ability. Well, if they made it so that you could like move while casting, I feel like their mobility would skyrocket, but they're just so like, you have to choose one or the other, you know? It's like the catalyst from Shadowlands, exactly, minus having to build up any kind of like cosmic flux for it. It's just like a resource that you just collect weekly and you're good to go. That you're playing Rogue, also your guide did really help me a lot. Awesome, that's happy to hear that. I do play a lot of alts, Adrian, dude. I got one of every one right now. I've been working this week to gear them up. Of course, there's a Rogue, right? We did a key earlier. Actually slammed out of the, 20 Vortex. Went pretty well, honestly. Dalvoker, got him his weekly. This guy got a couple of dungeons done. One dungeon for him, dungeon for this one, dungeon for this one, dungeon for this one, couple dungeons for this one. Elefar raid and a dungeon just now, we did it. 4 dungeons, I think, for this one. 1 for this one, this guy. Like, every one of my alts, I got one of every class. I love playing alts, man. But I'm mostly focused on my Rogue as my main. Although I would love to just, like, at some point, maybe do a bunch of guides for classes, like, do a guide for every single one of my specs that I play. You know, do like straight up Marcelian WoW, how they do like guides for every single spec that they own. But I feel like that'd be such a difficult thing to do all on my own. I feel like if I had like what Marcelian has, like Flame and I'm just real bad with names, dude. So Marcelian and Flame, like both of them, right? Both of them. How they kind of like one does one class, one does the other, and there's a lot of organization that goes on. Yeah. We're looking sick. Dude, it's actually really fun to play. It's just, I wish I wasn't like so borrowed power heavy as a class, but yeah, I kind of love my Rogue right now. It's like really, really fun to play. Would you take your time when there'll be a patch? would take your time than when there will be a patch. Maybe like with like a 10-2, right? I'd be really enjoyable, but keeping up with just a rogue 3 specs, it's a little rough already. And I try to keep up with like Ellie Shaman at the very least. Devo Evoker probably gonna go full augmentation when that comes out. Frost DK, Disc Priest, right? Just 1 spec at a time. But keeping up with like 3 specs per class, minus DK plus 1 for -1 for Demon Hunter plus 1 for Druid, like 4. I guess it's 3. It averages out anyway, 3 per class, with Evoker getting a 3rd one. It's very, very difficult. I think I would need a lot more organizational help to do all of them at once, right? Like being able to do all of them one man solo, learn how to play them properly, optimize them. That's a lot of research you gotta do. And just like doing like Ellie Shaman, I can just focus on mostly doing Ellie Shaman and then messing around with some enhancement and resto here and there, but not really like focusing on them. Focusing on mostly Ellie. That I can do. Make a guide for it? I don't know how good it will be, that of a guide. I just play Rogue so much. I feel like I know the class like the back of my hand. I'd be able to like throw together a pretty easy guide that I feel very, very confident in. As the other classes, there's some that I would have confidence in, but not all of them, because they all change quite a bit with every single patch. And even like the idea of like mentality behind what is a priority, what are you trying to accomplish with a class? What is the approach? What is the gameplay? How would you be able to explain that gameplay in like a simple sentence? With the 3 specs of Rogue, really easy. As with the other ones, I don't fully truly understand them all that well. Like Evoker is kind of doable, Shaman is kind of doable, but there are some that are like the idea of like Survival Hunter. Oh, you kind of press Mongoose Bite and you maintain your dodge, throw grenades, but it's like I don't really have a way to eloquently put it together. Therefore, I don't feel like I really know the class as well. Compared to like Outlaw, which is all about calm point building and spending as efficiently as possible while trying to play into the cooldown reduction mechanic, but also maintaining the buffs and managing buffs and making the split-second decision choices during combat. Which buffs do I keep? Which ones do I reroll? You know, subtlety. It's very much about keeping cooldowns on cooldown, playing around your shadow dances as well as symbols of death, while trying to use your cooldowns in very specific ways, but also builder and spender like Outlaw. Assassination. Builder and spender that focuses on bleeds and maintaining debuffs on enemy targets and certain buffs on themselves. Plays around the ability of Deathmark and cooldowns that are used in a very specific fashion, but as long as you can get the opener down, usually those cooldowns will line up pretty well together. Very big opener class. That stuff I feel like I can just kind of roll off, or it just rolls off the tongue, more or less. Like I have to give it like a bit of a thought process, like, what are these for guides when I describe them? But like there's a way to describe them that explains like what is your playstyle, what is your purpose, what is the main gameplay of that class. You know, very specific mechanics that class brings. You know? Yeah, but just a global, I know you're AoE DPS, but saying that you have trouble with movement speed is wrong. I don't know, man. I do agree with you to some degree, Jeremy. I think Warlocks definitely do have ways to get around, right? So for Warlock to like, let's say they get hit by a mechanic and they're like, wait, I have no mobility. It's like, you should have just stopped casting. Yes. But for Warlocks, I guess like to say that they have 0 mobility, not 100% technically true. Because like if you just stop DPSing and just focus on moving, yes, you can get out of the way of things. And I guess like an alive DPS is better than no DPS. But also Warlocks is like you expect them to do damage as well. You know what I mean? So I totally get you. But I understand why Warlocks have no mobility. You do sacrifice quite a bit of damage just to move. Time to 16 more blood DK. That's pretty good. Do you think Augmentation Vocal will be better than Devastation in PvP? I'm in it for the next spec. I hope it'll be good. It's hard to tell because it's such a different playstyle, right? It's not a DPS. It's not quite a healer. It's kind of like an in-between. It's like a full-on support class. I feel like the support abilities it has is going to be fantastic for PvP. I think it's going to be kind of play like almost like a tank would, right? So tanks don't necessarily have the craziest amount of damage, but they have quite a bit of sustained damage or quite a pockets of burst that they could do. But it's mostly there to support the allies, provide them with buffs, and create opportunities for your allies to score the kill rather than them scoring the kill. So I feel like Augmentation is going to play closer to that of a tank, but not exactly like trying to tank. You're trying to buff your allies, so like you have some healer-esque roles. You can do massive spells in PvP, which is going to be kind of fun. You can provide shielding and armor buffs and buff up your allies so they do more damage, and you can do instant casting, so you can kind of like supplement some damage of your own. You have a knockup that you can use pretty regularly, which can disorient, not as a CC, but like you can really discombobulate like healers, right? It's like when they get hit by a ring of peace and they can get booped up, they just can't really cast a lot of the spells. So that can be really nice as a disruption mechanic. It's going to be interesting. I don't know how good it's going to be, but I think it definitely has potential. One thing I will say though, if it's successful, we'll probably see more specs like that in the future. Not more specs added, but I can see them change class playstyles. Like, okay, so this class identity is kind of losing itself. We're going to change it. It's going to be a buff or like a debuff class or something, right? Like Demon Hunters could get like a third spec, and it could maybe be one that's like debuffs the enemy, where Evoker buffs your allies to make them do more damage. You could be Demon Hunter that maybe makes the enemy take more damage, like pierces past the armor. Limited time window, everybody hit them while they take more damage. You're buffing your allies indirectly. You're making the enemy weaker so the allies can hit them harder. That allows you to buff your allies through that. I feel like that will scale a little too hard though, because you can't really control it, but you could probably do some stuff like that. Debuff class will be fun. I feel like that'll be the next step forward. Like if Evoker's successful, you wouldn't just think, you know, transform another spec like Outlaw. Like Outlaw actually could be buff class if you wanted to, right? Take the Evoker playstyle, instead of rolling the bones to get yourself your buffs, you instead grant buffs to your allies based on what roll the bones you roll, right? And when you're between the eyes of the enemy, you're more likely to crit the enemy, but you can also change it so that when you're between the eyes, your friends, your allies, your party members are more likely to crit that enemy for a short amount of time, right? And then you can do like cooldown reduction, provide that cooldown reduction passive, something like that. Like the Rested Screw, which was going to be our talent for a good bit. Provide that cooldown reduction buff for our allies, so like while you have a rogue in your party and there's an outlaw, all the classes that are with the outlaw rogue get more of a cooldown reduction. This way we can downgrade our damage by quite a bit, give us more of a support role, and that's something that could maybe do in the future, like transform an existing playstyle to be more like a buff class, which would be interesting. It would be kind of weird at first, but it'd be interesting. I think what they'll probably do is they will add more specs. So like if Evoker's a buff class would work. Another place where we could add a spec as a Demon Hunter only makes sense, right? They only have two. And to make it a debuffer rather than a buffer, it would be kind of like very similar jobs of like making your allies stronger, making your allies do more damage, and even making the enemy weaker too. Like they could maybe add like some kind of like a debuff where the enemy, like a boss, will do less damage. Kind of like a raid buff, but instead of like buffing the raid, you debuff the boss. How cool would that be? Hello brother, my name is Misha Russia. Zdorovo Stanik, Zdorovo Druk, Zdorovo Misha Medvedev. How's it going, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Burning Rush with 2 GCDs, not one on the way outside of a rush. Their foreign movement will be pre-planned. What do you mean for Demon Hunter? Maybe, right? Yeah, I'm hoping our rotation in general will work out. It's really fun. It's super fun to play. I really do enjoy it. I think it just plays super, super well based on what we did on PTR. And I would love to do more PTR dungeons though. If they do like a big update for PTR, I would love to hop back on with you, crew, man. Honestly, Burning Rush is 2 GCDs. I guess what the first one is a Burning Rush, isn't it? Rest is 2 GCDs. I guess 2 GCDs to like remove it. No, can't you right click the buff to remove it? Or am I wrong on that? I don't know. But yeah, I totally get, like, technically warlocks have a lot of mobility. If a warlock needs to get from A to B, they can maybe pre-plan where the ports are going to be and where the gate is going to be. And the Burning Rush, they can reach the location faster than most other classes, technically. But it'll be at the cost of their damage entirely. Where mages, where boomkins, where, I guess Shadow Priest is not really that mobile either. Like, you are losing out damage. And I guess in a dungeon or raid situation, dealing the most amount of damage while having high movement, your damage cannot suffer, basically. Especially if you go into like competitive environment. Like imagine trying to do like Rush Shock and not doing the most damage, just focusing on mobility. The boss would never die. You know? And that fight was where you gotta move and dodge the lava waves at you on Mythic all the time. If you get hit like once, that could make your healers fall behind, and then healers have to heal you. Then healers are not doing damage, not rotating the cooldowns. Boss doesn't really die because it's a pretty big DPS check when we did it. The difference between the good warlock and a bad warlock playing mobility and knowing how to introduce things, yeah, because you do want to maximize your DPS as much as you can. I do think they do need to do that, so like do Destro clean, man. They gotta do something good with that talent tree at some point. Like, they're doing good stuff with the mages. They're really gonna do good stuff with the Destro at some point. Just fix them up a little. Alrighty, boys. Not sure if I'm raiding tonight. I'm gonna, I guess, find out later. I'm gonna hang around, probably get some work done, figure out if I'm raiding or not. But I'm gonna be going for the night, man. Thank you so much for going by. Tomorrow, big vault day, big tier day, hopefully. Very, very excited to see what we'll get out of tier. Actually, super stoked for it. Cannot wait, man. Cannot wait. WoW is updating. I guess it's getting the catalyst up and running in a bit here. Hopefully we get some kind of an update for 10.1.5, man. I'm actually would be really happy to see like more class changes, maybe some rogue stuff. Who knows, honestly. But yo, boys, thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope all of you enjoyed. I'll catch you guys all next stream, yeah. You guys have a wonderful evening. Thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna get grub and then just kind of wait to see if we're rating. Survival Hunter changes. Oh, I would love to see some Survival Hunter changes too, man. That class is actually slapping right now, but I would love to see their talent tree redone a bit. Like Pally-esque redone. Because Pally plays so freaking well right now. Ridiculously well. Good talent tree. Just really well put together. I would love to see something like that for most classes, in fact, really. I would love to see more stuff like that in general. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming by, boys. Appreciate you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. I'll see you guys all tomorrow, yeah? Alright, boys. Peace.
I suggest. I suggest.